hello, hello. Happy hump day. 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 How's everybody doing? Highly favored. Blessing that you call they carry first all the time. Oh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? I hope your Wednesday is going well. Oh. How was your day today? I hope you're well. I hope it's not too cold over where you are. Highly favored. How is the weather where you are? Yeah! Come on, say sisters in the house. Let me pop champagne. Welcome, my darlings. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you guys. OJ Moa, yeah. OJ, how fun? Are you still there around? Abi me I no as see as I just dey shout, I no even know me. I no know whether you want make I dey shout like this. Sorry, no vex. How you dey na OJ? I hope say you dey enjoy yourself oh. Are you enjoying yourself? I no even. Are you enjoying yourself? Let me know if you're enjoying yourself. How na dey now? How area? Eh? Mm, mm. Okay. Hey, Star Girl, how are you? Welcome, welcome to the live. Yeah, you still dey Chicago, man. How the weather for that side? E cold oh. Hey, I don't know about you, but come like say I don't know whether they transfer weather when I dey sleep. I don't understand. The kind cold when they whole person for here. Even snow, so take snow fall. I shock. Hey, I never snow biti bawo. I say, what is going on? My hands were freezing. I've never experienced that type of cold here, but anyways. That's nice. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm sure you are enjoying Chicago. Eh? Today we gather here to give energy. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, my darlings. Thank you. Happy new month. That's true. Oh. My God, March 1st. That's right. Happy new month. Happy new month. Happy new month. To everybody. More than not laugh my voice. So anybody when laugh my voice, I no talk to am again. How about that? Oh my God. Your day was busy, huh? Highly favored. Oh, but the weather was look at you. Lucky you. Hey, I will give anything for warmth now. Oh, son, please, where are you? Honestly, chilled glass of red wine. Look at that. Popping. Eh? Heat there for day here for pH. And how Port Harcourt na Regina, everything for that side. Everything wetin I will tell us wetin dey go on. Ma share my link. Una come tell me wetin dey go on for na area, especially those of us when we dey Nigeria. Abeg una come give situation report. How the environment be, how atmosphere be, for where you dey. Mm. Hey, greetings, Cassie Bella, Boston, Massachusetts. Oh my God, is it cold over there? It's so cold over here. It's so cold. Welcome to my channel, Cassie. Good to have you. 3 weeks vacation. Oh, Jemwa. Hey, see Jollof. See Jollof. Oh, I throw a cap for you. OJ, please, I want to be like you when I grow up. Are you kidding? 3 weeks vacation. Look at that. Amen. Now you dey enjoy you. You paying for your corner. No con shall consume. Oh my God, common sense sisters. Honestly, no con shall consume you or anyone for here. Amen. He said, you take, no, you took vacation for, okay, for your, which country be that? Your country election? For your country election. Which country be that, OG? Mm. It's not that cold. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear. Hey, brand new to food. Hey, brand new to food. Brand new to food. Welcome. Omo, brand new. This food when you get for this picture, omo, you want use hunger finish me. I not cook oh. So this your picture of food, My throat just dey make croak, 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 croak. Yeah? Hi. Man, seafood oh. See the chicken, very just the way I like it, brown. Man, not to pay attention to them, abeg. Oh, thank you very much, highly favored omo. You know we move now. We gotta do what we gotta do, man. You know, the energy has to be, we need to dey march next until that day. You understand? My sister, I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you very much for noticing. I appreciate it. Yeah. So let me see. Voice of victory. Yeah, yes, so voice of star girl. How now? Welcome, oh, now welcome, oh, now welcome. You there with your sweet nene? Hey, your nene dey there. Oh wait, not be nene as in nene, as in nini, as in your boo. Oh, you're cozying up with you. Okay, that's good now. I beg enjoy you. Enjoy you. Oh, it's very cold, Cassie. I know it's very cold here too. I don't understand what's going on. No, I don't understand. Oh, Egbami. I'm telling you, it's making me hungry too. That's what I told Romari. Romari, your infectious laughter, Romari. If Romari laugh today, everybody go dey laugh. Her laughter is so infectious. I never see. Oh my god. Oh, you moved? Where did you move to, Emmanuel? Where did you move to? Please, thank you so much, brand new to food. Brand new to food. I was trying to make you a moderator. I couldn't find you. I don't understand. I couldn't say, I will brand new to food. Because you really saved me yesterday, man. You saved me. Not be small. Not be small. Yeah, I was looking for. I was like, I want to make brand new to food my moderator. That's how I go. I common sense is as since una dey, I been want help me. Una go help me moderate today. Oh. I dey take permission down. No, in case. Eh? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brand new to food. You dey always help me. You always got my back. I like that. Thank you. God sends. Hey, Sanye, oh, yeah, ba. Welcome. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Eh? We move, yes. We move for OB. That's right. We move all the way. All the way. Hey, not two in the house. Not two in the house. Not two don't land. Who they breathe? Eh? Romari say, my love, the laugh don't get K-Lex Saturday. Wetin happen? Wetin do the laugh? That's our infectious laughter. Not try yourself. Oh. Are you kidding? Romari, make sure you reinstall that laughter. Are you kidding me? That laughter is infectious. Oh, Uni, sending you hugs as well. Love and hugs, 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 hugs. Welcome. Headgear don show. Mona behave oh. Headgear don show. Headgear want to dey take names of noisemakers. Like area. So my darlings don show. I no fit hear word again. I no go hear word again oh.
How are you?
Ade, my people, how na dey now?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Am I echoing in the background?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not.
I just want to say that we love you.
I love
the call
you.
now.
I know that.
First of all, I want to ask you, how are you?
I am fine. That's a very important question. Thank you so much for asking with intention too. I am really fine. Actually, I'm pumped. I'm so pumped. It's not even, I'm like, I'm ready. Like, let's go. That's how I feel. I feel good.
Okay.
How about you? How about you guys? How
we
are
tense.
you?
We tense with feeling good. We're feeling really, really good. We ping. In short, this is the way they put us now on the spot, on this G spot now. I don't know. We're having a food orgasm now. We're going to multi-class now.
They hear the chop now. Yeah, now we're going the street now. As we flow.
True. We're going to support the cook at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We support the cook at the same time. You say right now I'm drinking red wine from the winery of Shikonko somewhere, low free.
Greetings to fellow villagers and fellow ourselves, Omo yes corner. We thank una.
Thank
We
you.
thank
Yes.
una for this village. Oh, una they help with our sister, our fellow obedient, our wonderful Omo.
We also want to heavily congratulate Omoye on the live show yesterday.
I beg before we leave this live show today, she got enter 5K. Oh. So I don't know whether you go call your ancestors, make they come subscribe to this YouTube channel.
We have to call living people.
Ancestors, they are alive now.
Ancestors are dead people. We have to call living people.
You're leaving people, please be sharing to your WhatsApp story right now. Tell them that there's fire on the mountain. Make they come see the casala when we went and now. And then subscribe. We guys get Omoye to higher than this, so because
Thank you
the work
guys.
where you do Omoye no easy on a weekday.
My sister, you know when your heart they somewhere say, man, I gotta get this thing. Welcome, Mirabel, my darling. Man, greet Mirabel before Mirabel get provoked for me. If I don't greet her, you know go call the eye me for inside comment session. I bet Mona no best. Mirabel, darling, welcome. I love you. Good to see you. I have to greet her specially. That's how we do it. Mirabel,
anyhow you like, man. We just there here.
I know. Thank you so much, guys. I beg now I like I beg not be like yesterday. I beg not do me like yesterday. I beg more they like as na they enter. If na never subscribe and na they gbadun the gist and na they enjoy the village community. Because more na like, more na like, more will carry this ministry forward. Una welcome. Oh. You say, hey, that say I go just block anybody when misbehave. Hey, this class prefect harsh though.
Who said they block? Natu that shop finish now. We just finish with Natu from our live show. He just come from work. I be like say that shop finish. Natu get energy. So I'm sorry for any person when want disrupt this village.
I'm telling you. Bibi, my love, welcome. Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you. I really appreciate. Not to say common sense, make una leave me, Biko.
we not owe you now. We follow you come up on train now.
Area, how far?
I carried more wine from Auntie B's
We
wine.
do.
Nelly, welcome. Yes. I am well. I hope you're well. I hope you slept well, and I hope you're well. Thank you so much. You know,
Auntie Omoye, how about you?
Ade, Bibi, welcome. Oh,
I dey throw away salute. Oh.
I throw a salute to you too, my sister. Good to have you on here. Today topic, una not see I put the topic now. The topic
I don't see the topic. I know say you been put notification on. I just say make I look. Cause I did come back from somewhere. I say time go don't reach, make I check and I see you and I just enter. So I don't look topic. I beg.
Oh no, person when even they comment they ask me, but that's fine. Now we dey discuss the election now. Maybe they cancel that election when we election we hold. That an election? I don't think so. It doesn't qualify. Now snatch and grab now be that one. So now that one we dey discuss now on the matter from yesterday. You know, so we dey discuss strategies, you know, when we don't, you know, as today break now, things happen, messages were passed across, which I want to share with everyone so that everybody knows, you know, what's happening. And some of the things that we said here yesterday, so it's not like it's strange, it's really going to happen. And I think there was already a few peaceful protests around the country in Nigeria. I know there was one in Abuja. I know there was one. I think there was one in Lagos. I'm not sure. Now. I don't want to speak out of turn. So I'm going to be showing some videos, and we're going to be talking about it. And please, if you're on this live and you're feeling overwhelmed in any way, I know that this Nigerian election has really hit every one of us in different ways, and we've handled it differently. But just know that you're not alone. We're family here. If you need help, if you feel like venting, because I realized that some people really needed to vent yesterday. So I am apologizing ahead of time, because yesterday I kind of sensed that some people wanted to really vent. but time was we're kind of far gone, and I didn't have enough time to allow people to vent as much. So I'll try and extend the time today. So if you feel like venting, please call in, vent. We're here to listen to you and do the very best we can to calm your nerves, and help you talk through it, because we're all here for each other. We're a big family, so, and make I just lay the foundation because I don't want nobody put anything about tribe bar. I don't want hear anybody is from here, anybody. I beg una not put them for my comment section. I beg una. And when you are calling to the panel, you get some word when you know they good. See that whole thing what we do yesterday, so they demonetize them new. All that work.
Nah, lie you talk, oh.
I'm
The
kidding.
6 hours when you sit down.
For
Are you
free and
serious?
demonetize because a lot of
Why
people
you
were
two dey do this thing now? Why you two dey do this thing? Why, for any good video, they go dey come on.
exactly. So they demonetize it. What can I do? You can't argue with them. So I was like, okay, that's all
Oh,
those
yeah, you
views.
challenge them.
I think you can challenge
Oh,
it
yeah, challenge you behind the scene.
because we've done
Message
that
them,
before.
message them. Then they will tell you that
Why
a
you
live human being will have to listen to the video. Make them listen to the 6 hours. Then come back and tell you what's wrong with the video. Message them behind the scene.
I don't even know say na common sense sisters. 9 day here.
demo?
Hey, Bibi, how far now?
Hey, abeg, please let us bring out the palm wine and the guguru and epa. Please, we have to do visitor. Then travel all the way from Canada to come and visit us. You know, easy.
We dey nearby, I beg.
All the way. Then cross ocean and 7 rivers to reach here.
Bibi, they
Palm
torture
wine.
us. That's they wash us. We be regular for you, we be regular villagers, just that we know they appear during the weekdays.
That they appear exactly. That they busy.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
challenge them
come
behind
on.
the scene.
On our welcome, on our welcome.
Greetings. Greet you obediently. Oh, yeah, better challenge these people behind the scenes. Send them.
And another thing is that today, I know you're going to play some videos somewhere. So if you are not so sure of the songs in some of them, then you might want to mute and talk over them. But other than that, maybe we'll go yarn later about like you have to probably challenge that your video. Those views cannot go on.
Cannot go to waste now. So who will they shop the money? Google.
Anyway, we'll talk about
I
that.
weak this morning when I wake up as I just weak. I say
So
when you dey talk, I
Christ.
person won't argue with me yesterday when I dey tell her because they were using the BLOOD word, they were using what's it called? The KILL word. They were using a lot of words that
All those things.
yeah. So and I was trying to caution one of them and the person just vex come out, which I didn't really care about. But they try to tell people like that. Sometimes, I don't know.
Auntie Amoye, I for suggest say before we start, make we put the options of those words, because say people in the heat of as they fire them for body, then go just talk without necessarily realizing what they have said. So if you kind of can give like an option that okay, instead of saying that, say this.
I said I give the option BB. I give the option. I don't want some of us.
Okay. The thing be saying now, I know say anyways, we just be assistant for you. I beg, come on, sister, we're not really normal. So if you know the channel, don't tell us say you know what I dey come, baby.
Now, if you do any,
If the owner of the channel, which is almost yes corner, the head of the village, in question are they gathering for here, in question they use another time zone, in question they sit down here, they open the channel for venting machine. She don't tell us say no una use our local lingua francas, which is pidgin English. They corner your words. All of them when they follow also from Antibio. Now we don't they used to all those words when they talk like pi for K, and you're not supposed to talk the other one. No come here now come say you won't use it as venting machine, then her time will not be paid for. Then a witchcraft. So please, whatever the owner of the channel tell owner say, he not like this. These are the things that she doesn't agree. With all due respect, don't be disrespectful to her. We take up begging. We're not normal for this. We're not normal for the street of YouTube, and we don't take nonsense for a living. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jare. Please told them.
The Riot Act. Akinwale, welcome. Welcome. Simon Egwavoin, welcome. Good to have you. Good to see you guys again today. Now welcome. Make I start. Make I go my when we go, what do they call am, Twitter. Na Twitter na im be na there the action dey. Simeon say, I love the spirit of my. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. Kene, welcome. Oh, I know I was cautioning them. Oh, Kene, you were here yesterday. They're not green here. In fact, one of the verse come out. I not send. I hope say no come back. May no come back today. I beg. Stay where you are. Whoever you know yourself.
After 6 hours. Hey God,
Ah,
everybody. Anyway,
so I
we'll see
was
how
talking.
today
They
one
were
day.
not listening. They dropped the word. They dropped. I mean, it was just frustrating. But what could I do? So anyway, let's get started. Welcome back, Obina. Good to see you again. How are you doing? How are you today? I have to be asking intentional questions now. How are
Thank
you?
you very. I'm doing great as you can see. How was your day and how is everybody? Good evening, everybody.
Good
Yeah.
evening. Oh my, I
Good
dey
evening.
vex, so I dey vex
So
right
hello,
now.
sorry,
In
sorry.
fact, I'm about to jump into the pool as I drive. They go so. You know, ask me how I am doing. No,
Hello.
eh,
Phoebe, how are
ah.
you, my darling? How are you
Okay. I know
doing?
vex again. I know vex. I'm doing fine.
No, see this
Okay.
one. Eh,
Hello.
I never see. Never say see.
Hello.
For my language, join English. I can hear you, Obina. Did you want to say
Yeah.
something?
Yes. I just want to. I say I must not forget to say hi to the rest of the family over there.
Okay.
So how
Obina
was your
says
day?
hi, everybody.
I hope my audio is clear today.
It is. It's better
It's
today.
very clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
Let me
you
go.
very much.
And
I
Moyen, sorry, before you start, can I just say something real quick? Family members, I know everybody loves all what Moyen is doing and really want to help, but can we please refrain from asking certain personal questions when we are talking up here? Because this is just a commonality for all of us. We're all looking into something good, but so refrain from asking things that will not be particularly nice, or rather a bit uncomfortable to answer, since it's a public space, and it's an air space as well. Let's just keep the conversation to what is all bothering us, which is the state of the nation. Let's hold back our personal thoughts and our personal grievances, or whatever questions that we may ask. That can be asked at a later time, or you can send an email to Amoye. I'm sure she would always love to answer. So, Amoye, you can continue.
Thank you very much. FAA, welcome. I'm trying to greet all my people. I don't want to miss anyone. I appreciate all of you for coming. Fab Stolly, welcome. I cite you. Sky Stream, welcome, guys. FAA, welcome. Hit the like button as you come in. Welcome. Now welcome. Oh, hey, the chat session busy today. Oh, wow. Okay, let me. Can you say I can't ask you? Have you eaten today? You can ask me now. I never chop. Can you order food? Let me tell you the order. I can send you go one restaurant. I'm just kidding. No. All right, let's start with Twitter. Find out what's going on with Twitter. And I have a video that I want to share with you guys from YouTube that I found actually. I think everybody's going to enjoy. And let me see. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Here. You guys bear with me. Mona nervous. People don't vaccine. Don't vaccine. I'm trying to get somewhere so I can share the video. Okay, fantastic. I found the video. So, guys, okay, we all know what we're talking about today. It's about the cancellation of the elections and the effect it has had on us as Nigerians, wherever you are, really. It affected Nigerians everywhere. Everywhere you did for the world, you were touched. You thought you were not going to be touched, you were touched. I'm sure you didn't think that it was going to hit you the way it did, right? But it ended up hitting you like that. Why? That tells you something. That tells you that whether you like it or not, you're connected to your ancestral home. And it is up to each and every one of us to do the best we can to ensure we get the results that that's obviously in front of us. So now unified fights, coming together and ensuring that we get the result of this. So everything when we need to do on our part, on everybody part individually, now we will do. You understand? And that includes taking care of your mental health. I beg, if you need to rest. I couldn't sleep yesterday. I don't know why. I just couldn't sleep. I barely got any sleep. So hopefully I'm able to get a lot of sleep tonight. But I just couldn't sleep. I was up because there were a lot of things on my mind. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to start with this video. I think was really great. It really, this person was talking to the youth, and I think it's very important for us to hear it. One second. All right, let me share my screen. There is a video by Mr. Macaroni. I thought that it was apt. I really think it was an apt video. So I want us to listen to it together. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
The video. Hello?
Yeah, we can
Hello?
see it.
You see my screen?
I can see, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Greatest Nigeria youth. Smile now. I beg, smile. Because we have a lot to smile about, and I'll tell you some of them. Never again in Nigeria will anyone undermine the influence of the Nigerian youths. Because never again in this country will anyone underestimate the power that the young people have. That is what happened. The power that the people have was hugely underestimated. All in the name of the structure they somewhere. All in the name of, now some people get that power. No. If there's anything this time has taught us, it is that the power belongs to you and it belongs to me. It belongs to us. The power belongs to the people. Nigerian youths have come out and we have demystified their structure. We have started what we cannot finish, but we must finish it. Nigerian youth, you have started something greater than even you yourselves, something that can deliver us from now and for generations to come. Please don't be demoralized. Oh yes, because I know a lot of people are, while some other people are happy. That is very fine. That is the beauty of democracy. I've said it times without number, that everybody has the right to support whoever it is that they want to support. But we are gradually getting to a place, we are gradually getting to the time where only the sheer will of the people will prevail. So please, I want to beg you, calm down. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Now that lose hope they want. So that you go there, you go just, nothing can ever work. No, it doesn't work. If nothing can ever work, this momentum when we even gather, it not go possible. Oh yes. When the election they hold, one politician come, he say, who are the youths? They can vote whoever it is that they want to vote for now. And the youths came out and they did vote. Oh no, not only the youths, the people came out. Everybody came out. Everybody vote for who he wants. But at the end of the day, we all can see that the youths have that power, that we young people have that power. We get the numbers now. Come on. We get the numbers. So it is that unity that we must keep. I beg, they are trying to divide us. It's too much. Oh, you strike. Where we say normally before election, all of us, they live in peace, they live in harmony. We they do our things, buy from my Igbo brother, patronize my Hausa sister, play with one another, marry one another, talk to one another, do business with one another. Only during election, they try to remind you that you are not from the same place. They remind you are not from the same place, but they want to rule you together. They are not saying go this way, go that way, go this way. They are using that as a tool, but still they want to have control of everywhere. So please don't let them divide us. Please, I beg you. Anybody that is telling you now, maybe as a Yoruba man that is telling you, go and attack your Igbo brother outside. Oh, we want to show some people pepper. Or my Igbo brothers, they're telling you go and attack Yoruba somewhere, outside, anywhere. any other ethnic group in the country and they are telling you to divide yourself, go and be fighting one another, please don't. Even any of the politicians that is aggrieved now, maybe he want go court or you know win. At the end of the day, him no go come out to join you, go break person house or to go kill another person. No politician will send their children to go and cause chaos in a state where they live in. No. Don't let nobody should cause war among us. Nobody is not now. So because some people are making some kind of statements, saying some things, trying to stoke up ethnic hate, bigotry. They want us to start fighting ourselves so that they can say, oh, you see, Anna, they don't even. No, now is the time to be united. Because you have seen what our small, even the small unity, we not gather fully. But the small one, when we try and gather, you see what you do. So please, do not be discouraged. We have started this journey. And together, we must build the momentum. Please, a lot of demoralizing messages here and there. No. To be honest, I know how some people must feel, but it is democracy. And we know we are not happy with the way INEC conducted elections in some certain areas. That's the truth. Nobody can deny.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
But the president-elect has been announced. Oh, yes, why not? Any aggrieved candidate will go to court. Don't let anybody use you. The Nigerian youths must remain as one. Nigerian youths must remain as one. Please, I beg you. We have started something bigger than every one of us. Everyone, and they see now the power of the youths. They see now the power of the internet. And now they said it was only 4 people tweeting in a room. See 4 people tweeting. See the result of 4 people tweeting in a room now. Oh, they said no structure. They don't even have Senate. No federal rep. Nothing. There should be some people don't come out now for that same Senate, that same federal rep. When we say they win. So that is the only thing I want you to take out of this is that you are the structure. The people, now anything when you hear about structure, now the people, they bear structure. So please, I beg you, please, let us stay as one. Now is the time to even unite. Now is the time to have one voice together. Do not die for politicians. Don't let any politician use you as a tool. That is all. They are friends. We know they are friends. The youth can have their choice, or majority of people can have their choice, but politicians will be politicians. And while we are trying to build trust for politicians, we must remain united, because only then can we say, oh, now we bring you in, oh yeah, you don't do well, get out. Only when they see that we are united, that is when we can be making decisions like that. So they know. Then they too, they will sit up. They say, if we don't do well, these people go chase us. So please, I beg you. Please, I beg you. We have been in 1 or 2 meetings. And please, again, very important to state that neither me nor my brother Fowles or any other celebrity or any other, I don't know, some others can claim leadership. We have never claimed leadership. We are youths like yourself who just want the growth and development of our country, Nigeria. And we have been in some meetings. Gubernatorial elections is coming up. And I know some of my dear youths will say, why should we come out again to vote? Look at what they have done. Some people are angry about results. Let aggrieved candidates take their cases to court. Let the youths remain focused. It is a long-term goal. And yes, 1 or 2 fights, but let us understand ourselves. 1 or 2 fights, say, oh, no, now, shade, and like that, we go look. No, calm down, everybody. Let us hear ourselves. Let us stand together. We cannot be used as instruments for politicians. No. So I am calling INEC out again. Conduct is not fair. You saw all our grievances. You saw us post videos. You saw where we were harassed. You saw where we were being intimidated. You saw where INEC staff did not come out on time. You saw where they didn't upload to Beavers. Different things happened. And anyone aggrieved, we go to court. I keep saying that. But while we are trying to gather ourselves again and say we still want to have strength to come out, to vote for our governors or the state house of assembly, those that will represent us. We need to be assured. You cannot claim that you have not seen what has happened. Shibi, now you have seen what has happened. So the duty rests on your shoulder now to ensure that there is no repeat of these irregularities across the states. The Nigerian police force, you have to assure us that you will take responsibility. We will be protected. Nobody will come and say, oh, now in the control one area and say you cannot vote for this, you cannot vote for that. I want to snatch ballot boxes. No, you have seen these things. So now you should begin to take necessary steps, necessary measures to prevent them. Nigerian youth, I'm begging you. I don't talk too much, but I'm begging. Don't give up. You've started something greater than every one of us. All of us, what we are doing is greater than us. And that is the demystification of this invisible structure they keep talking about. We have seen now that we are the structure. That is what we need to keep going. So that they too realize now it don't declare for their eye, but we must stamp it that we are the structure and that the will of the people must always prevail. Namaste. Smile, smile.
Humana presents 3.
Hey, that was apt because I'm sorry, somebody wants to say something?
Attending the video, right?
Yeah. I just finished playing the video. Did you want to say
Yes.
something? Okay. Go ahead.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. I think it's an inspiring video, owing to the fact that we are just looking for somewhere to vent our anger, and we are going through moments of depression. Like somebody like me, seriously, since Saturday I went to cast my vote, I've not really been the same. Because I witnessed after, though within my area, in Abuja, virtually every polling unit, we were just celebrating because the vote was just doesn't. They were enthusiasm, the outcome. People were in the flare of the moment. Okay, so that I wasn't really feeling bad when I was returning from my polling unit. But when I got home and I went online, I started seeing some violence across the country. I started going depressed. And from that moment till now, I've not really left my house. I've been at home. I've really abandoned my work. Like, psychologically, it has really dealt with me. So, seeing a video like this is inspiring, very much encouraging.
Oh,
And also this evening, sorry, before I give another person chance to comment, I want to just say this, okay? This evening, on Channels Television, I got another kind of encouragement, a sort of, because I learned from that news that international communities are beginning to step into the case, because one of the two of the observer groups that were here during the election, they are actually asking to go through or vet INEC system, or go through the data, try to look into the case to understand why INEC failed in the electoral process. So I think it's encouraging, because it means that actually we achieved a lot of things. Just like Mr. Macaroni said, we achieved a lot of things. I don't know if you know a former governor of Ekiti State, Peter Ayo Fayose. He said something. Yes, he said something. If you watch that news, his interview in television Continental in Lagos yesterday evening, you will see a lot of things he said, that an OB movement is an institution that even if he did not win the election, that whoever wins the election should and fails to carry Obi along will live to regret his political ambition. That Obi has changed the political scape of Nigeria. He has transformed, he has brought another realm of perspective, into a political adventure in Nigeria. And I was. It actually opened my eye really for that. I was not, after all, I was not a loser and obedient across the globe. Uh, None of us have been a loser in participating in the election, no matter what the outcome seems. And there is a hope, a bigger hope for us out there. People have heard our voice, and the international community are doing something about it. I think it's really encouraging. Thank you.
I'm very happy to hear that, Obina. It really gladdens my heart. I was really sad when you started talking and you said something about getting depressed. I felt bad.
Mm.
So that's why we're here.
Mm.
This is like a village group. You know,
Yes.
you have you can vent if you want, and I'm glad you expressed yourself and you're happy. I'm glad you saw videos that uplifted your spirit. We're all in this together. Do you understand? And you are right, none of us obedient, nobody who is a supporter of Peter Obi is a failure. Matter of fact, we're a great success. How
Mm.
many political parties in Nigeria have you heard within 9 months
Mm.
was able to garner such amazing organic crowd where you didn't have to pay money, you didn't have to spend a dime. Everybody was
Yeah.
doing their own thing. It has never happened. It has never ever happened. Here you are, you're doing your own thing, I'm doing my own thing. Common Sense Sisters are doing theirs, BBMJ is doing hers. Not everybody on this comment section, they're all doing theirs. Little drops of water, I mean, not be make an ocean.
Yes, feels a misunderstanding.
Exactly. So you see,
Yeah.
see the beautiful thing that we've created, and we won with a landslide.
Mm.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? We're just
Yeah.
wrong with we won. We won the election. We really should be rejoicing. But because our mindset, the way we're wired as human beings, we have to have something, we have to see something to rejoice over. But
Right.
the truth is that we're already victorious. We're just
Mm. Yeah.
waiting for when he's going to step into those shoes. So I don't even, and then with regards to Ayo she's saying that anybody, no, now them go come work for, not
Yeah.
be the other way around. He's too
Yeah.
big. He's just too. Now he's the man with the vision. So why would a man with the vision and the skills go
The
and work for?
pilot. Yeah. Omoye, can I say
Yes, go
something?
ahead. Absolutely,
Um,
please.
Obina,
Yes.
I want to Common Sense Sisters. That's what we are.
Mm.
We want to appreciate you and other Nigerians who sacrificed and went out to vote despite
Yes,
everything that the country threw at you people.
that's a good
Mm.
You
one.
people represented Nigerians, represented yourself, every vote, including yours and other people who have unfortunately lost their, they don't buy them for this situation. One person's vote is, I feel, for us, we feel like it's 10,000, it's equivalent to 10,000 diasporan votes
Yes.
because people were on ground to take back the country. We want to appreciate you. We also want to appreciate
Thank
you
you.
for coming on Omoye's platform, to
Thank
trusting
you very
Omoye's
much.
platform. That is a platform where you're even showing your face, where you feel so comfortable and you trust that Omoye's platform is a platform where you can listen, is a corner where you can
Oh.
air your opinion. And you are
Oh.
calling from home. We
Oh.
appreciate you.
God
We
bless you.
also sincerely empathize with you and the way you're feeling, mentally drained, psychologically drained. And yes, your feelings are valid. Your fears are valid. Your worries are valid because you and so many other Nigerians on ground, you worked so hard with everything that you put, use everything You people made food out of sand, continue moving in the sun, in the rain. You use every resources you people have, even every time they try to take it away from you. You use them. We thank you. We also
Thank you
want to
very much.
encourage you're welcome. And any other person that is feeling this way that has not been able to click on the link to call in. This is what we do when we're in this state.
Oh,
We go back and we look at the face of our leader, Peter Obi.
oh,
We look for, like Omoye has played Mr. Macaroni's video, which we're so happy to hear that it has inspired you and it's inspiring so many other people. We go back to seek for strength from the source of the one who gave us hope. And that's Peter Obi.
yes.
We want to encourage you and every other person out there. You have to be selective of where you are going to be, whatever content you are going to be watching going forward. Want to encourage you and every other person feeling down, go back and watch the campaign videos and listen to the voice of Peter Obi. That voice, repetitively listening to him, will revive some hope. Okute is going to fight this. He's going to challenge this.
Yes.
He's going to recover the mandate. And the way he's going to recover the stolen mandate, he has experience. Make you not forget, say, this na man when don dey inside the den of these rogue people, understands how they think himself and that they understand how they operate. He said these people go make the thing be like, say, then they mad. Can't they make all of us, can't they come and say, we can't they power ourselves, they fight all the Obi know their strategy. They are lawyers that are working, they are teaming up. This is what they call the time of evidence gathering. They gather around. He tweets today, say, he will come out to talk shortly. He knows and he feels. We want to encourage you and every other person today. No, they listen to all the past rogue, including the fire, all those people, all those expired politicians, whatever it is. We encourage you and every other person to go back and be listening to the campaign video, the music from the campaign video. Maybe they hear Obi. Say that is why he said, and I quote, I think it was Kenneth that said it on our channel live today. He said that's why they say go and vote and stay there, let them count it. You know why? Protect your vote. Take pictures. Because that's what you say, they don't already foresee. Say the Batified and the INEC refinery, the INECeries go fall into the trap. The victory is going to be massive. And it's going to be televised. And we Nigerians will solve our problems. You see all this one way they say international communities are putting their not for all those things. All those international communities, they are there for their pockets. Building up a new country is not going to be easy because it has been 24 years of dirty. They know they sweep on one day, but evidence day, and they are going to use the law. So we want to encourage you and every other person. If you go back and be replaying the campaign videos, read his messages to obedience. Switch to obedience. Yes, they read all those things. Those things go subconsciously to be helping you. Any other person will not be part of this movement, obedience. When you know say the information go trigger something, don't be tempted. You might be tempted. Don't be tempted to listen to it. Don't be tempted to read it. Do not respond to it. They go back to hope. And hope is Okute. He did it in Anambra. Why? He go do am. That's all we just wanted to say.
Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I really appreciate you. I think yesterday was the first time I actually joined this, and seriously, I enjoyed the whole drive of the program till I was able to go back to sleep yesterday. And maybe probably you did not understand what I was saying, that a former Ekiti state governor said, he was actually a kind of trying, Television Continental is actually a television station owned by Ahmed Tinubu, is his television station. So, and him there praising obedient movement, saying that he has changed the thinking and mindset of young Nigerians towards the old regime of political happenings and whatever, so that he wasn't even cautious. It's a place that when their interviews are being monitored, is being guided. They are conscious of the kind of people they bring, because I've actually been there. I've actually worked there as an IT student. So for him to be there to praise Obi's movement, as a matter of fact, in his word yesterday, he said that Obi is like a cancer that has eaten up his political opponents so that they are finished. You understand? That's what he was actually saying about Obi. Said that when he actually came initially, that nobody minded him. PDP disregarded him. But today, he has sent PDP packing out of Nigerian political scape. So that's what he was actually saying. Yeah, it's actually lifted me by seeing that others are beginning to a kind of reconsider their political stand, political perspective in Nigeria. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, that's fantastic. Obina, thank you for sharing that. I think I'm going to go listen to that interview because it was
Yes, yesterday evening. Yes,
yesterday evening. Okay, I'll see if I can
yes,
find a short clip here so we can all watch it together. But I
yes.
really
Can,
appreciate you
can I
share.
say something as well?
Absolutely, Bibi. Please go ahead.
First off, I want to appreciate Obina. I mean, the mere fact that there is less currency in circulation and you taking your little data, your data and your time, because I know what time it is right now, and you're here with us, that speaks volumes. And that shows how passionate you are about the whole situation and how upset it is to you and to me. And I mean, I aired my feelings this morning when I was speaking on Auntie B's channel because I couldn't handle it. I mean, it was just painful. But I like something this Mr. Macaroni man said that really very, very beautiful point. It was little, but it was beautiful because he said, they are when there's no politics, everybody is united. And the picture I had in my head is when there's an international match and Nigeria is playing. Oh my goodness. I want to be at home because everybody is everybody's friend. At that point in time, there is no color, there is no status, there is nothing. Everybody is just united. But now when it comes to something like this where it's supposed to benefit a lot of people, some people think it is their right to just keep it for themselves and to those close to them only. And that is the tactics that they use or they want to use to get people to second guess so many things. So I think that was a very strong point because we need to have that at the back of our mind. And it starts from small beginnings in forums like this so that when we are discussing, malaria does not affect only the Igbos or affect only the Yorubas. Migraines does not affect only the Hausas. Hunger does not affect only the poor. If a rich man too can be hungry, it's just that the person has enough means to be able to satisfy that hunger, unlike a poor man that does not have it. My point is, there are common problems that, regardless of status and place and location or whatever, it affects everybody. And that's where I come in. Because my pain is I want to be able to walk down the streets and feel comfortable, not looking over my shoulders and not wondering what anybody will think or how worried people will be in my house thinking, is she going to be back home? That is the kind of place I grew up in. And I was comfortable where kids could play outside until 9 p.m. at night and come in, and you don't worry because even if your mom is not calling you, your next door neighbor is looking out for you because her kids or his kids are all playing. And we don't have that now. So having it in mind that we should not look at that status quo, that will be something very strong to push towards the next election. I mentioned something yesterday. I think I said it's an yes, on when we were chatting, though I joined very late, that this man might think he is succeeding, but where his woes will come in is when he looks left, he sees Labour Party governors. He looks right, he sees Labour Party governors. He looks forward, he is dealing with Labour Party senators. He looks backward, it is all Labour Party. It will be difficult for him to govern the country. And so I still maintain that push, that the push now is to energize for the next election, like this man, like Mr. Macaroni said, flood everywhere with Labour Party till the point that he is breathing Labour Party, even though he does not want to admit it. So that by the time that fight comes in and we're going to courts, he will not have anybody on his side. Because right now, he's believing in the strength of numbers. I have this person here, we have won this place, and we have won that place. But if he gets there and he finds out that he is alone, and that Senate is filled with people that he did not think he could work with, or he doesn't know how to work with, because those ones are working according to policies and standards, it's going to be, his tenure will be miserable, because he would wish he never got into what he did. So I think we should ginger ourselves. I think we should, the same momentum, the same passion we had towards the presidential election, which is where I think a lot of people just, the presidential election is gone. So no. This is where the work begins. Every nook and cranny should be smelling of Labour Party so that they will get tired of it. And I really think the very first victory for me is when the Lagos State governor is pushed out. Because that is where I keep wondering. I've not seen any company that he's done. I don't know where he generates his income from. So if Lagos is off his table, that will be the beginning of the breakdown of his so-called structure that he claims to have. That's my little piece.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so let me also share. Let's go to the videos now. This one I want to play now. I'm sure most of you have seen it already, but I think it pays for me to play it here as well so we can all hear it. And then I'm going to go look for that.
Papa, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You tried to call me.
Yes, sir. It's Charlie Boy.
I know it's you.
I just wanted, the only thing I wanted to ask to confirm if truly, because we don't know what's fake news anymore, if you had really gone to INEC.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Okay. All right. But they want to steal a victory. We must not allow them.
Papa, just give me a command. What do I do? What do you think? What can I do?
No, you shouldn't do it alone. You need to occupy Nigeria. All right?
Yeah.
It's Nigeria. So, because in that way, when the country is paralyzed, they will find solutions. All right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well done, sir. Morning, sir.
Morning. I understand that they are really bent on rigging this election, on stealing it.
That's what it looks like.
Okay. It will not be well.
It won't be. It won't be.
It will not be well. Mm-hmm.
be. It won't be. What do we do, sir? Is there anything we can do?
Well, we have done all that we can do now. And I understand that the youth are not accepting.
Yes.
Okay, so we should make sure that the youth don't accept. That's all.
Yes, they should. We need people power now.
That's what remains.
Okay, sir.
People not the youth not to accepting, not accepting.
I got a
That's all.
complaint. I got a complaint from Oyo, Ibadan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too. You know.
Yeah. That the people, the youth should not accept. And if they want to kill the youth, let them kill, and then they will not. They will not leave after that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
What do you guys have to say? You guys have anything to say about this video that I just played?
Yeah, I saw that this morning, and I was make I use Nigerian tautology. I was flabberwhelmed. Yes, so I was flabberwhelmed.
Let's show you how important this election is.
Yes. Yes.
So that everybody can hear it.
Yes.
Because you know, when I was saying today here, I was saying that this is what we need to do. Some people were like, well, we remember what happened in NSAS, remember this, remember that, but guess what? You're not in NSAS right now. It feels like you're in a war zone.
Yes, yes. I was flabberwhelmed at the way the call went, because it was Charlie Boy calling Baba and Baba calling Donald Duke. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Duke family, they are Calabar people, but they own Surulere. Now then get Surulere. You want to go down in history. They are strong in Surulere. But what I liked most about it was, look at the age combination of people that are concerned about this. Charlie Boy can sit back and be like, you know what, I've lived my life, I have my grandkids, why should I worry about myself? The same thing for Donald Duke. I mean, he made Cross River State what it is today. Baba, in his own way, he has done his own mistakes and all, but they are all very concerned. And they're not just concerned with words, they are coming up with practical solutions of what might happen. Before this one that Charlie Boy talked about, I had seen him in another video and what he was saying, and he was speaking in Igbo and how he was going to organize people. I guess it came from this because he was really, really upset. So it just gives me, it's like, I myself, I don't ready. I did here, but I don't. Yes, make the work start. Make the work. What can we do? Nine be the matter now, and I think everybody should have that kind of mindset as well. Even if now 50 cents, $1, it goes a long way. I remember towards the end of Omoye's show yesterday, somebody was saying, you know, let's mobilize the women, encourage the women, they cannot do anything to the women. All that talk, if we not start with something bringing down, what can we all gather? Where do we send it to? How do we start? Who do we talk to? It won't go anywhere. So I am encouraged by this, and I want to add my Toro and Sisi wherever we don't ring the bell, everybody stand up at attention, be ready. That's so the matter supposed to be.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, thank you very much, BB. Common Sense is, do you have anything to add to that?
Not really, just because I can't really verify the differences in the voices.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't really verify. I could hear Charlie Boy's voice, but the Obasanjo's voice and the other person, Donald Duke, I couldn't really differentiate. So when BB was even analyzing, yes, that's when I was like, oh, yeah, I couldn't really differentiate.
Okay.
But from the video, I think if people on ground, because for me, every life matters. Every life matters. So if people on ground choose that they want to go and do peaceful protest. They are within their rights to do what legally is their right for peaceful protest if they want to. But I'm not here to to advise or suggest on how anyone decides to defend their mandate. I know of the legal part, At the same time, we're also aware of the fact that March 11th election is also coming.
Right.
And
No, I hear you on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
At this time, I think on papers, I'm just waiting for what Peter B has
I'm
to
just
say.
waiting to hear from Obi because he tweeted in the morning, be calm, I will speak shortly.
And those soldiers that they transferred to Nigeria, they've not run Nigeria, they've not really used them for what they want to use them.
Yeah. And so I'm waiting. People are coming up with opinions and suggestions, which is nice, but that was when they talk for there say, if youth buy, then all the buy. No. Every life matters, number one. And then for me, number two, I'm just waiting to hear from Peter B.
Agbado can send their people into the streets. Those ones don't care if he talks that or not.
Yeah.
But for obedience, we have to address this thing with our mind.
I know some women in Rivers, they were already like, they don't dey outside, don't dey protest, don't sit down, and all that stuff, So, but I just want to hear what Obi has to say. And I think if there's a protest, that's another thing I wanted to say too. Like, even if people want to organize something, you have to take your opponents unawares. They cannot know your plans. You go just stop. It's just like the way the organic movement of obedience, they define who be leader.
Right.
But people just they waka, they move forward, they move, they go. They move, they go. Even if you also study how Obi campaign, they know ahead of time saying they show up. You go just say Obi day here, he day here, he day here.
I also somehow some people have been wondering why he has not addressed us since or following the election. And I remember one of my friends saying something like that. I told him, see, if you don't know what is happening, like these people they had sensed in their own deranged mind that after the announcement of the election that the nation will go into turmoil of protest. So that they have also prepared themselves to respond in a very destructive way. So, and if you have followed Obi and our principal, and you really know him, you know that he is not somebody that moves at the spur of the moment. He comes down to take things into consideration. So he also knows that if a youth should go on the street following the election, the authorities will, take advantage of that, against them. So, and just like one writer, I can't really remember him now. So he said that revenge is best served cold. So that we really need to take our time, put things into perspective, listen to our coordinators, our leaders, our principal. Let them take the lead. Let them give us direction. Let us not scatter on the street without a focus. We have begun this movement with a clear vision of where we are going to. And it's like they pinched us, and if we are responding to that pinch, that pain, by littering the street, carrying placard, just like somebody said, they say you don't know whom they might plant among us.
Go ahead.
Okay, we wouldn't know whom they might plant among us to start to become violent. Then before they know it, they will say yes, they started breaking banks, stealing things. Then before you know it, they might start cramping down on us. So I really like the way the movement have been handling the aftermath of the election, irrespective of um, how like discouraging the outcome has been to the rest of us all over the world. But I think they are doing something about it, and in due time, when they are ready, we are going to follow them as they move. Thank you.
Right. No, you're absolutely right about that, Obina. You're absolutely right. That's great observation there. The fact that you understand understand Mr. Peter Obi, that's amazing. Isn't it amazing how relatable Peter the Rock Obi is? Everybody seems to be able to relate with him and understand where the kind of person he is from a distance. I don't know if anybody else finds that intriguing.
Because he's very personable, he's very,
Yeah,
very personable. And he speaks
yeah.
the language that even a child can understand.
Understand? Yes,
And he's very compassionate and he's very kind. And for him, every
yes.
life is important. Every Nigerian life, wherever you are on earth, is very important. And that's why he took his time to try and meet with everybody across the world.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Any person when they inspire if they inspire when one person inspire, that's the kind of family lineage and
Mm,
and all tied to it. So he's very calculated. That's why I say
mm,
of my opinion. I'll wait to hear
mm.
from the man of hope first, and before I
Yeah,
know what to do.
sorry. Hello. Sorry. I keep referring to that interview of Television Continental. I think you should go and see. There's something.
What date was it? Is it yesterday or
It,
today?
yes, yesterday. It was yesterday. That is 28th of February, right?
So today, yesterday was with. Okay, so I have one
That
that said,
okay. Day
uh,
before yesterday. Today is already 2nd of February, right?
yeah. So let me
It
take
was
this.
on
Share.
28th.
I found one. Let me share it.
There's something he said there. He said that P2B has set a record for himself that he should not allow political parties in Nigeria to stain him.
Mm-hmm.
Stain him. Do you understand uh, the meaning of that? He said that he has set a clean record and he has put up a good fight.
Please,
Yeah, you see, that's the video.
That's the video. Okay,
That's
so this
the
one is, I think it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds
okay.
long.
Yeah, is the full one is 54 minutes and
We can't
that's
play
the
the whole 15 minutes. So let
but this one also, I think you might listen to
me
this one
address
or
it.
the one that is up to 4 minutes.
Okay, I think I saw one that was 8 minutes.
Uh,
Let me see.
or
So
four. That is the
this
one of
one
4 minutes.
was this one was 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So maybe this
Okay.
covers both comments you're
Yes.
trying to say. Okay. Yeah, okay, let me play this.
it's even the points that people are making that this claim about rigging is makes no sense. If all of those governors, many APC governors have lost their states.
Many have lost their election personally.
Yobe taken away from Mema Labune. Ayade taken away. I mean, Cross River taken away from Ayade. Lagos, they won here.
Yes, sir.
So who is rigging?
Who is rigging?
Is it the same people who lost many of the states that they used to control? So that is the point.
Even in Delta, Obi.
Yes.
Let's cover that one. Obi was like
a hurricane.
God bless you for that language. It was hurricane. When I had the result of Delta, when I had the result of
Edo, PDP came third in Edo, sir.
Excuse me.
And there is a sitting PDP governor.
There's a sitting PDP governor there, sir. Don't let us deceive ourselves. They don't want us again.
So even if Peter Obi had remained in PDP, a perspective has been that he wouldn't have, made this much exploits if he had remained in the party.
I'm sorry, I have to make this comment. Can you guys hear it? Were you guys able to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like, I mean, whether they are debate, I don't know where the point is getting to go.
Yeah, we
Hello?
haven't gotten there yet. I just wanted to say, can you guys
Mm.
do you guys notice the t-shirt is wearing? Look like transparent t-shirts. This not be woman shirt when they wear.
Who will
I mean,
I don't even like her. Which of them? Oh, the
the
man.
shirt when the fire share,
I
yeah.
get shirt. Oh my, yes, what you might notice.
Not be woman shirt with that. Not be woman they wear this kind. Okay, sorry.
Not be net shirt.
People they wear things. Now, all right, sorry, one forget I said it. All right, let's continue.
If you wear a brand new dress, you will still look like a 19-year-old girl. If Peter Obi were to remain in PDP, they will lose with us. He will lose with us.
Yes, you already.
If Peter Obi comes back to PDP again, he will no longer be popular. Peter Obi is the new brand. Is the new brand. The only thing Peter Obi, this journey started too late. He couldn't penetrate into the north. If Peter Obi, the only challenge Peter Obi will have is the spread of a 25% in 25 states. That's all. If not, what is PDP saying? From where? What have we done differently? All the people that are contesting from this in PDP today were the Obotes of 2015. They were the Obotes. All the people contesting in PDP today, they were the people who betrayed their own party in 2015.
You're right, Kenny. The only reason why I'm playing it is because I just want to hear what he had to say. Me, I don't trust all these people, though. Now the comment when you make, now me they play.
The thing is that you've not really gotten to where he wants to say something, but if you are not really
What makes you feel so good about this man because he's talking
It's
about
because of what he
things that
said.
you
I
already
think
know?
it's because of what he said about Peter Obi's. But I think right now, because they can see that Peter Obi is a force, and they're trying to butter. That's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to butter.
There's nothing.
Sorry, but yes, the man you can't go Labour Party.
This one we don't talk about.
Okay, all right. Make I take and come out so everybody.
it's all right.
I understand what you talk, though, my brother.
No, you can watch it on your own at your private time.
On my own, because they're very all my people for here want rush me. Look at me, we move on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no wahala. So let me play. Let me see. Okay, there you go.
Citizens, hello, fellow obedient, hello, fellow Peter Obi supporters. We did it. Yes, we did it. And I want to tell you something. We did not support Peter Obi because it was going to be an easy ride. We supported Peter Obi because we know we can do it. We know we have the capacity to get it done, whatever they throw at us. And I will tell you something. This election, we did amazing. We won. We won the election. But yet, there are people who want to steal the mandate. They can't steal our mandate. And you know, let me tell you something. Did you notice something? That even though they have so-called been declared winner, the joy is not there because they know they stole and they stole badly. They stole and they left a lot of evidence. They stole and they didn't do it with finesse. So all the evidences are out there. And so don't be worried. Don't get depressed. Don't get this. No. The most important thing we were supposed to do that people said was impossible was for people to key into the dream. And a lot of Nigerians did that. Some people who have never voted in their 60s came out and they voted for Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Young people who have never bothered to get their PVCs, who have never focused on the electoral process, they came out, they focused, they voted, they defended their votes, and they ensured their vote went. Yes, INEC did its thing, right? But you know what? They forgot that there's something. There's a server out there that shows every of those units. And so, who will get our mandate back? Do not be disappointed. Do not despair. Do not be angry. What we will do is to focus. They say focus, they say is follow one course until successful. And so what we are going to do is follow this course that we are on. March 11th, remember, there's going to be gubernatorial election and also House of Assembly election. We are going to focus on that also. We are going to ensure that we win also. This one, we know where we are going to. We are going to get our mandate back. What must never happen is for you to be disappointed and stay at home and not come out, and then they can just get a win without them trying to rig. No, we must.
Okay. Alrighty, my people. This thing they sweet me. I don't know about you guys, though. Me, I'm pumped.
Focus, FOCUS is equals to what? Acronym. Everything. Focus.
We never lose. We have won this election. We are going to recover the stolen mandate. Nothing like nobody even think say Tinubu they go. How they call that man?
Nah, Agbado they call her.
Nobody even think say Agbado go reach that day of swearing him when they go swear and wait. No, that is our own day. You cannot come and steal it away from us. We not go give man years say make you preside before I go realize. Somebody that is an ancient of days can never realize a mistake at their dying minute. If you not realize that for ancient of days throughout their history, not be we go kill them down. So we're going to recover this mandate.
Someone, thank you for playing all this motivational video. You see, what
Hello?
this Nigerian we talk about, right? Focus. You know, I shall talk. We're listening to the people that are part of the movement, that have worked for the movement, that continue to work for the movement. Because why? Their characters have been tried, tested, and can be trusted.
You want to listen to a fire, to listen to a brother, Isaac, that one, that will be
We're not listen to where they talk from ash, and then anywhere the left face, they will talk from the mouth. I shall say focus. FOCUS equals to follow one source until it's successful. That's what I have to say.
Okay, no,
thank you very much. Sorry. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah. It's okay. It's just that I just ran into it yesterday online, and I came across it. It was very short, sir. As I click it, it was a place he was actually talking about. So I got attracted by it. There is also, this one is actually a bident, a man I follow from Southern Kaduna. His name is Dr. Haruna somebody. I don't really know.
Oh, Haruna Agoro. I know him.
Yes.
I know Dr. Haruna. He's very good. He's an obedient too.
Yes. So I listened to his address. It's an encouraging clip
Oh, yeah, I should
today.
find that actually. Let me find that. That's a good one, actually. Thanks for reminding me. I had it in mind. I was like, okay, I'm going to play this Dr. Haruna's video. It was very powerful.
Oh.
Let me go to his I saw it's the one he did. Oh, he did one 9 hours ago and then 6. I think I'll play both so that we can all hear. Let me. Hey. So let's see. La 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 la. Okay, so this is the first one.
Cargo, these evil thieves, they were not going to just take a defeat like that. They already pre-planned this whole thing. So whatever we see, so-called Professor Mahmoud Yakub, whatever Professor Mahmoud Yakub of INEC is announcing is what Tinubu already gave to him. They pre-planned this thing. And you heard what President Buhari said is going to ensure a free, fair, and credible election. This is exactly what they mean by free, fair, and credible. There are so many questions, so many things that were completely false. In fact, we know that they are traditional riggers. They know rigging. This is all they do. Most politicians, all they do is rigging. It's not the will of people that bring them in. Remember what Tinubu said, Amy Local, for him, it's a do or die matter. He doesn't mind using the stolen money, the money he has embezzled from the nation, especially from Lagos, to bribe everybody he can. Bribe the INEC chairman, all the INEC workers, bribe the police, bribe everybody, including his trained thugs, and use them to hijack. And that's why they are falsifying results. Where Labour gets 800, they give him 8 or 80, and then put the rest to Tinubu. They already predetermined this ahead of time. So obedience, please don't be depressed. Our principal, Obi and Deti are not depressed. They know what they are doing, and we should only just take a stand and say our votes must count. Because Mahmoud Yakub promised Nigeria, he went to Chantam polling unit. Through the INEC portal, they will be able to view the results as they are being uploaded and transmitted. But suddenly, it is not working. Suddenly, the machines are not working. And then you go to the INEC portal, you go to the INEC website, there's nothing there. Then later on, something comes. And then when you check some of the results they are posted on their site, you will see the picture of somebody. Or you see results that have been altered with TPEX and all that. So it's a fraudulent result that has been announced. And now we are being told that Tinubu is now the president-elect based on corruption, based on rigging. That's what just happened. So I am pleading with the obedient. You already did your part. You worked so hard. You went out and campaigned. You spent your meager resources to campaign. Now, all we need to do, we don't have to become violent. Remember what Deputy said, and that's also the stand of Obi. They don't want any violence. All we need to do is to stand in defense of your vote. Don't accept. So if there's any march, there's any peaceful protest, join part of the protest. Don't be scared. And I'm telling you, whatever they try to do, they will not succeed. Because there is no way that a thief, a conniver, a crook like Tinubu, APC, I don't see them being sworn in. We have a long time before the swearing. So let's not give up now. Let's make our voices heard. During the collation, and they were announcing the results from the different states, the APC agent, what did he say? He said, oh no, please, people should just accept defeat. That Labour Party and PDP and the other parties should accept defeat. Snubbing them, and he said, okay, go to court, go to court. You can't be so confident about sending people to court if you've not already made an arrangement with the court. We already see that our justice system has been compromised. What is compromising them is nothing but money. Tinubu is using it to buy off everybody, buy off the chairman, buy off the entire INEC, and buy off the police. We are seeing police that are supposed to guide the people or guard the people, protect the people. They are coming in there and they are becoming the ones voting on behalf of the people. Lock the people out of the gate, but the INEC representative, the INEC staff, together with security personnel, are doing the voting on behalf of the people. Others are paid to just be writing names, and others are just sitting there thumb printing. We are seeing child voting. We are seeing all kinds of manipulation. We've never had it this bad. I know it's been bad, but never like this. Broad daylight robbery. You are not fighting Labour Party alone. You are not fighting Obi alone. You are fighting Nigerians, and the time is now. Nigerians, stand up and defend your vote. You will not allow people that came on falsehood, that came with corruption, that came through rigging, that came through lies, through bribery. I want to warn the judiciary. Don't let money sear your conscience. Stand in defense of true democracy. I also want to speak to you, Mr. President. Why are you quiet, President Buhari? You promised that this election was going to be free, fair, and credible. Where are you now? Commander-in-Chief, what has happened to you? Stand up in defense of democracy. This is your last chance. And I want to call on law enforcement. The Constitution of Nigeria guarantees and allows freedom of expression as long as it is peaceful. And this is what the obedient spirit is all about. We are all for peace. We are not fighting you for anything. All we are saying, give us our mandate. All we are asking INEC to do is put back the result that came from the polling unit, not the cooked up result that they created on their own. This corruption must come to an end. Many of you out there are asking, what is Dr. Haruna saying? What is Dr. Haruna saying? I'm also feeling angry just like you. I'm feeling disappointed that Nigeria, at a time like this, when they should be leading other nations, they are still backward. And this must come to an end now. So Nigerians, stand up in defense of your votes, in defense of your rights. It can never go this worse. We've already suffered enough in the hands of APC. Do you want another 4 years of suffering? It will be worse during Tinubu's time than it was during Buhari. So let's do the needful. It's time, Nigerians, stand up and defend your rights. I know God is with us. We are winning this fight, and not long, this false proclamation of result that has been cooked up by INEC or cooked up by APC and announced by INEC, I know very soon it will be turned around.
And Peter Obi, who is the rightful elected president, as is sworn in as president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria, together with his vice, Deputy Yusuf. Let's keep our vision strong, no discouragement, don't be afraid, matters will change very soon. I am confident, you need to be confident. No violence, no trouble, peacefully, let's demand our right. Now we do it, not later, but now. God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Once again, this is your brother in the victory fight, Dr. Haruna Goro. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, I like his that was powerful, right? Wasn't it? That was powerful. Let me
That's
play
very
the
motivating, man.
That's what I want to hear.
This is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. I know the times are challenging.
Did somebody say something?
So now this one want to hear, they breathe, they wake up to, they go to bed to in the afternoon during because I want to be there. Like these are the things we want to be feeding our spirits.
Can you even imagine a ghost living under Agbado presidency?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no president.
The man that fire, Dr. Goro.
I'm telling you seriously.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, the first day I listened to him, but I felt very inspired.
Yes,
very, very inspired.
Lights up fire in your bones.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in everything you see,
a lot of people are angry, a lot of people are disappointed. In fact, I've received a lot of messages on YouTube and on Facebook. People are telling me they're just sick and tired of Nigeria. Some want to get a passport and just check out, then go out of the nation and throw away the passport. If this old frail person that's almost next to his grave is going to be pushing Emiloko, and he says he wants to govern. So Nigerians, it's up to you what you do with your destiny, but I am encouraging you not to give up, because especially you, the young people, because these old people, they will soon die. You are the one that must protect your future, your destiny, not just for you, but including your children unborn. That's why you must be very, very watchful. Don't let what they have done to affect you negatively, because you will be the one that will suffer at the end. They already have stolen so much money. They have settled their children abroad, and you will always be the one that will lose. Don't do something without thinking. Don't be emotional. We still have a chance to see things turn around, because the evidences are so many. The corruption has been so obvious. The whole world can see what Tinubu did, what INEC did, what Mahmoud Yusuf did. So it's very obvious. The case is simple. I'm telling you, no matter how corrupt the judges are, how corrupt the courts are, this case is a simple case for Labour Party to make it. And so that's why I'm encouraging you, don't be discouraged, remain hopeful and remain optimistic. The gubernatorial election is coming soon, and wherever there is a Labour Party candidate, the same number that went out to vote for Obi, if your state has a Labour Party aspirant for governorship, go and elect. It doesn't matter whether it's from your tribe, from your village or not. Let's make sure many states of Nigeria have Labour Party governors. Let's also ensure that we bring a complete turnaround, because I'm confident that Peter Obi and Baba Ahmed are making it to Aso Rock. Things are going to change. There will be a reversal, because you will be shocked. You will remember I said this, that Tinubu is not going to be sworn in, because everything that they did was on the premise of corruption. There was no transparency. It wasn't free, fair, and credible. That's why things have to be reversed. So please keep your PVC and prepare to go and vote for people that are credible. And if there's anyone standing on the Labour Party, as I said, make sure you elect them, so that we have many Labour Party governors across the nation. Thank you very much. Please share this video with as many people as you can. I want to say, don't you look back. Let's keep looking forward, because there's a greater Nigeria ahead of us. These old people, we are flushing them out, and we are taking our nation back, not just for us, but for our children's children. So thank you for watching. Once again, this is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. I'll see you next time.
All right. This was good. This was really good. I mean, you know, so this is what it's all about. I mean, we and I think they say Mr. Peter will be tomorrow, right? Isn't that what they said?
So listen,
I said that Mr. Peter Obi will talk to us tomorrow. The Obi
you not
girls.
give date, he just said shortly.
Okay, shortly, that's fine.
He said
But he did
I'm still going crazy because he said shortly.
But I think he did he met with the international something. Those pictures that we saw.
Yeah, he did. But we've not like heard his voice essentially. We heard from Daxi, but not Peter Obi. He tweeted about it
13 hours ago.
13 hours ago. But like I know we'll probably hear from him soon.
Well, I thought that was it too. So I was like, okay, maybe that video is gonna come out in like maybe a day or so, you know.
No.
No, it was just pictures that online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when he comes to this, he said he's going to. He said, and I quote: "I intend to address Nigerians and the international community shortly." And me, I take that international community as we in the diaspora. That's me.
He said he's coming to the international. He's coming to the diaspora.
Oh my! I take God beg you. No, he said, "I intend to address Nigerians and the international community shortly."
Oh, not
so me, I say for my own, the international community they refer to people with Nigerians in the diaspora.
Right. Right. That's so now. That's true.
Me and this foreign people not going to say, it's easy. They are the ones that is coming to address.
They are begging us to save our democracy. We don't need any international person to save democracy. All of them to take up from Nigeria. We will save ourselves.
We'll save it by ourselves, and we will all reclaim the victory by ourselves.
And the glory will go to obedience.
And the glory will go to Nigerians.
Yes, but no matter what, we still need to carry them along because there is a point the journey might get. They also come to play certain role. You know, nobody's an island.
Uncle Bina, no vex, so no vex. I beg. I take that international community with a pinch of salt. Case in point, Abiola. What happened? He ran to the US to make noise, and today it is history. We are reading it in newspapers and in textbooks. So I agree with common sense sisters. Those international people, then say they get wahala for their own place. We then go sober.
They get big. Pass wahala.
I think the area we Nigerians.
Now we understand our wahala. Nobody from outside fit know the inside of your pots. Pass you, we get the pots.
They go help you tomorrow. They go help you finish.
Because that's how they go solve and finish. That's how they go solve the problem finish. Next thing they go tell us, we problem pay for the thing where they help us do. We don't want.
International community love Nigeria so much. After they talk about the result, then all of them.
Don't mind them, my sister. Now so they love us. They love us past themselves.
Bibi, may this fish bone not go hook for my throat. I take God beg you. May this bone not hook for my throat. Because the way they go now, they say, we are in this marriage called Nigeria.
By fire, by force.
We are not looking for any help outside.
Yes, we don't want, my sister, we don't want side chick.
No third party,
we don't want side chick or side hen or side dog. Make them
third party. No third party, right?
We are the husband, the wife is enough, and the children.
This family must go.
Yes, so the family like him or not. Yes, so Papa go work. You say no one bring the money, come and make you for take chop. He do mistake. We go drag
you know,
we go drag and that money must reach us. We must go market to buy momo and meat. Come buy palm wine shop.
They celebrate the duo one bear. John Oche, he say no fit sleep because of the music too loud. The one bear music too loud for London. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Hello.
Oh, I wish you could come up for house. Just go somewhere. Go put your head. Sorry. For real, welcome, my darling. Good to have you here again. Welcome.
Good evening.
We there here, we pin here. Now here, we go take the victory. How now?
I do. Just the Nigerian something really weak me all through today, Sha, but I'm getting better.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yesterday for real, it be like say you really want vent, but I didn't. I had been on live for so long, and I had to like cut it short.
No worries.
I better not vex if you not
No,
really get.
bash you. I won't get I won't add technical issue. I'm not on the year now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they talk. I don't even know say I do over talk.
Okay, I could
Yeah.
so I say I won't go. Okay, all right. But how do you
Right.
feel today, Sha? I hope that after yesterday you felt better.
Yeah, I felt better, but it's just my own pain. Be say I just can't wait. It just be like say make the thing happen to tomorrow. I not just one year say for the next 4 years we go deal with Tinubu. Now that one I not just I don't want to agree to it. I don't want to get used to it. I don't want to see it. So I just heard one prophecy yesterday. I'm not the two they believe in the prophecy. I just make I believe. I make I use until whole body. Now 2018 the day I took I go send and give you later for your phone. You said the youth will take over later. So I just want then I just they wait make Peter Obi talk. Then this guy, Lagos guy, wait the Lagos governor aspirant for Labour Party, waiting talk too. So all those ones I just say they get hope, but I'm not just 1 year say, I not just 1 year say Tinubu go be president for 4 years. Now that one I
No. Even me, seriously, even me.
no, I don't want to agree that one at all. I don't want to imagine it. I don't want to pay. I have built an imaginary world for myself.
You know the first step to this thing when you agree for yourself now. No, they call the man name. No, they call him name. When you call him name, you remember his face. If you think about just Agbado, thank God say you're not confused. No, they call him name. If you profess him name, you just know. It will vex you. Anytime you just look Peter Obi, it's possible. We cannot have an Agbado, a corn in Aso Rock.
Oh, God forbid. With all the intellectuals.
We can never say humbly, and that's where the guy back of class will come become head boy.
I'm telling you. Somebody that cannot make a clear statement, cannot even address primary school student.
Oh, make I even respond. God's child say, please, if anyone get wind of Obi's plans, do not put it out here. My people have an adage that what a man will do to solve his problem or defeat his enemies is buried deep in his heart. Who you want to?
You beat us to it. You beat us to it. Even the housewife in Obi's household does not know what the next plan is.
Exactly.
That's the way to say join Labour Party on your own, none of your family member and not consult anybody. And
Yeah, well, God said you say the whole thing they pepper you, yeah. How can one man you don't hold anybody? No, you don't hold anybody to ransom.
Yeah. Now if you believe for that one, I go happen for you.
Some people, the way that they talk, Sha, some people they not just love Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, if like your blood, it go pain you because it's not according to what Peter Obi talk. You are not voting for me. You are voting for yourself, and you're voting for your children. So you have to put that. If you have conscience and you have one thing I love about Americans, they can die for their nation.
Hey,
they can children.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I beg, no verse, I beg, no verse, I beg. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I beg, no verse, I beg.
The thing be say, Nigerians for real, for real.
Really,
they don't really know love. Obi na the one way bring love. Can't they teach people how to accept love? So it's gonna take time. You know, as when they talk about people when their relationship, go say me people come up for a relationship where they poke them, people will say, oh, where will I go? How will I be free? Now we did so. Who will love me? Oh my God, recover from this. Will I see hope? Will I see people that will lift me up? So yeah, we go carry between go look to the face. Between no one come up with me body. We they show love. When they go back, you don't see where Nigerian man they block kisses to people.
Obi they block kisses. Block kisses
Nigeria. Oh, see true love now. See true love.
Yeah. The love will be say you did multitude of crowd, but you feel seen by him.
We are all Nigerians and we have experienced potholes before. This road to victory, a pothole full am. But when we see pothole for Nigeria, what do they do? We they drive into the pothole, we they reach our destination. That is what we are doing right now. Forging ahead for real. Really. For real. We are forging ahead. We remain focused.
Yes,
you know. We remain
must
focused.
never back down.
And that's why not they think, and that's why if they talk say, and if you think and say 4 years, I'm saying you already they think. Not think, don't have the thoughts, don't even think it, don't imagine it. As far as they are concerned, the seat is vacant.
Do not even thought it. Don't thought it.
Don't thought it. Don't totally it. Don't tickle it. Another thing is don't go to places that have already thought about it. Don't go to places where you are totally it, talking it, tickling it. You come and be hearing all those voices in your head. I hope that you are hearing our voices right now because
definitely.
Make I not tell them now. Make I break them down. Based on yesterday when they call release that news yesterday. Why you not surprised they release them for night? But not the night, but they fly. I know. So why?
Come, babe, you be waffy, babe. This babe, you be waffy.
Nine, where else you go come from with all this guy?
I be waffy, babe, now. Now, Jack Parrot, I grew up, sir.
You be waffy, babe. Now you get talk. You be waffy, babe, for it. Now they make agbado they torture your brain. Never. What is a bat? Yeah, living thing. Bat is not a living thing. Brooms are not living things.
We never hear benefit of bats before. We never hear about the benefit of human beings.
There's no benefit now. Let's in the animal kingdom, of which we are not animals. We are
exactly.
Mama, Papa, people. We're not the way. You see, you cannot allow non-living things to occupy your brain.
Get it to your mind.
Non-living things like broom, like
when last you talk to the broom for your house? When last you talk to the broom for your house?
Not if they carry the broom, they sweep.
If they command the broom, broom do this, broom sweep this place. They don't see all of us be human before. They
will transform broom to vacuum self right now. You know? So why you gonna think can only
What's happened to that audio?
Yeah, there.
Common sense.
So in the conclusion of the matter, waiting my sister they talk, they say in the process of thoughting it is where you're going to be thinking it.
And when you're thinking it, then you be it and be believing it.
Yeah, it's true.
Common sense sisters are trying to say.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ewe, for that advice. I grab him with my full chest and hand.
And make sure say you drink shekbe on top of that agreement.
No be only shekbe, palm wine go join self. I dey think of owo soup now, self. Owo soup and correct starch.
That not make me hungry, I beg. Hey.
Now we shop yesterday.
I want to make my head talk about fried yam now.
I'm telling you, fried yam and red oil with dry pepper, and then you heat the oil. Then you can slice on it.
We don't have all kind of works, but I'm not going to leave this
why you do this kind of now? Cold too plenty for America. How you gonna talk say make person they shop oil and yam for this kind cold weather? Pepper soup.
Now exactly correct pepper soup kodo. You know the ukodo pepper soup, ukodo type of pepper soup.
Okay. Now
plantain and yam.
You can't find one better goat's meat or
exactly. But they are goat meat for here. In not gel. Their goat meat don't be like Nigeria goat meat.
No man, the goat meat that because then goat meat they hear what I make you the soft. If that's they hear what.
All these guys they laugh.
Which goat will not they hear what?
Now because the goat meat when they decided, the goat meat when they decided. Now according to season. Then goat meat are according to season. But you know say our goat meat, my sister say the goat meat when they house now one way now your goat meat be.
The one we carry perfume bar. Those are they carry perfume waka.
I never smell goats for how many years? I won't smell goats.
Now why we got to move Nigeria?
That's why we have
exactly. So that person go eat better goat meat. Since I come America, never chop better goat meat. The ones where they buy for Chinese store, they not be like goat meat at all. They be like
And
high standard chicken.
Those kind goats meat, they wear jackets. I make them they see. You know they taste well. You need the
and
goat meat when
I
they
do
tie
know they,
wrapper.
I believe they
Our
do
goat
skin
meat
goat
they
meat
tie
there.
wrapper. They tie wrapper. They wear short knicker. They wear slippers. Waka for everywhere.
Now they hear me. Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear
Yes, we
you.
can hear you.
Oh my
Sorry, all of
God.
us are both.
I was trying to tell you people that
Wait, cut it out. Whoa, hold it. Jeez, I've been screaming. There's somebody in our midst who just came in. We gotta acknowledge him and welcome him in so we can hear from him. Don't you want to hear what he has to say?
oh my, why
Sure.
you dey speak for now?
Mr.
Ataya.
Come to our show. Thank
Hello,
you
welcome.
for coming up. We welcome you. What do you have to say to this matter on the ground? Mr. Anoche, you dey hear us? You're on mute, though.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome. What do you
Because
have to say? Welcome.
yeah,
Welcome.
the thing that happened is that I think people made a big mistake when they were talking of structure. People are supposed to know then that structure means thugs to rig the election. That is the structure. That is where people failed. You neglected the structure. That is Akwobis who will snatch the paper from the presiding officer and rewrite. That is the structure. They meant when they're saying that Labour doesn't have structure. I think that is how you people failed this election, I believe. in a sane country, Labour won with ease.
Oh.
But in Nigeria, 2 plus 2 is not 4. It depends on who is counting. You know, so you were supposed to expect this thing. I'm telling you, that structure is a problem. You should bring guys who are there to do that is skill to change vote. Didn't you hear Wike? Where is he from? This from Plateau. I will kill him.
Oh,
I will kill him.
I will buy him.
I will buy him. Fine.
That is the structure where they meant. That is the structure. You know, not if you have people all over who want to vote. Yes, you have those who will vote. But the problem is we're in Nigeria. In Nigeria, 2 plus 2 is not 4.
I have a question for you, sir.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Are you insinuating that Peter Obi should stoop so low to do such? Because if Peter Obi does that, then there's no difference between him and the proclaimed people that claim he has no structure.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, I know. I understood you very well. I said in a sane country, you will do gentleman. In Nigeria, there's no gentleman. They'll put you under and go. And in soonest future, everyone will forget you. Give them the language. Speak the language. If you don't speak the language, those people understood. You'll be only there lamenting. If you go to court now, they are prepared. Buhari elected the whole judges there in court. And now the Kano was released, Buhari said no. Ed Sasaki was released, Buhari said no. You know? In the same country, you don't do gentleman.
So invariably, you are saying that Peter Obi should have done that, right?
He should have prepared guys, have hobbies. They even come and have very old men like us here. We go there, go and stand because I have that hobby.
No, you must know. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, I must let you know that you don't fight fire with fire. Okay, one must be cool, the other side must be hot, so that you can find a common ground. There might be so that you can get the victory that you are looking for. You have never ever. I'm coming. You cannot see if a place is burning. Let me not say your house or my house. If a place is burning, it's in flame. We don't go pouring fuel or kerosene into it. It's going to burn them up.
But kerosene is not fire now.
Well, it can make it burn more.
Yes.
But rather, yes.
Make it burn more.
So rather use some, what I'm saying in essence is that when somebody is hurt, you, I think the approach you are taking towards the whole situation has been the best approach. It means that we are mindful, we know where we are going to, so we are not in a haste. Whatever they do, we know that we are confident that our destination is sure. So they are in a hurry. Look at the way the whole process was conducted. I don't know if somebody observed the facial expression of the chairman of INEC the first day the election started, I think, on 25th of February. Compare it to, you can go back and look at the two facial expressions began and the one he had from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You discover that he went through a lot of mental stress. So they are in a hurry, they are desperate to get, because they think within themselves they don't have the time, whatever it takes. They don't have the direction. There is no time. So whatever they are doing, they need to do it fast. We know where we are going to. We are not assuming. The destination is very bright, is very clear. We have seen it and we are certain that is a land of promise. So, and we know that we are in the right direction. So whatever we are doing, I think so far is encouraging. Thank you.
Okay. For you don't use fire to quench fire. I doubt it. We use fire to quench fire. Yes, because you know California burn always. For them to set up that fire, they have to go and put fire some meters or some miles to challenge the coming fire. So when they jump, they quench. You get it? Fire coming from point A to point B. You put on that fire from point C to point B, and when they meet, the fire dies there. So when you set up your own structure to match their structure, then we now sit together and count the vote like intelligent men. But even in America, when police want to arrest someone, they say you can use reasonable force, not to exaggerate. That he's a policeman. If you beat the policeman, he will beat you back. He has the right to do it.
I want to ask, sir, can I ask you a question? Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please. Can you, do you know that people referred to the statement, the conceding statement or address Goodluck Jonathan made when the last, I can't really remember, I think it was on 2015, that the election had not been concluded. He called Buhari to congratulate him for the victory. Do you know many people saw that as a foolishness? But I want to ask you a question today. Who, between Buhari and Jonathan, who do you think has been a foolish person among them? Do you know that Jonathan, I'm coming, do you know that Jonathan today, that the world recognizes him, that the world acknowledges him, that act, singular act alone, I'm coming. I just want to finish that. But look at the shame Buhari is leaving his position with. Do you know the shame? As he leaves the office, I don't think that he will have what Chinese call face to travel to some countries after his post. I can hear you now. I'm listening.
Okay. The biggest mistake Jonathan made, is to hand over African biggest economy into the hand of an idiot. I'm sorry to use that language. An illiterate who doesn't know how to read and write.
We do not allow insults, Mr. Onoche. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so Mr. Onoche, I had to mute you because we don't allow insults, and I don't want to talk about Jonathan. We're here to talk about Peter Obi and what we're going to be doing, So I really we don't want to have any type of argument back and forth. We just want to talk about, what we need to be doing, because we have a lot of work ahead of us. That's the focus, So please, can we center the conversation around that.
I,
And
I'm
Peter Obi is not, he's a different person. He has his own way of doing things, and we
mm,
appreciate that about him, and that's why we all love him. So
mm.
please, let's keep the conversation centered around that.
Well, why why I mentioned that is just like just use it to buttress a point, but it's okay.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, I
Mm.
want to play this video of this. I don't know if anybody has seen this video of this protest that's going on with the Labour Party. I can't remember what position he has.
Peter Obi, who won this election, is being
Mm.
returned president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is our mandate, and we will continue to pressure that this particular election that is under sham, those who have mortgaged and murdered our election must be investigated. We are calling for full audit of the election result that has already been published by INEC. We have our authentic result. Until that is done, we are calling on all Nigerians not to sit at home. Stand up in your house. Resist this particular blue murder until Nigeria is being returned to the right path. Nigeria deserves going to resist this continuously. We are not going to stop until Peter Obi, who won the election, is being returned as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is our mandate, and we will continue to pressure that this particular election that is under sham, those who have mortgaged and murdered our election must be investigated. We are calling for full audit of the election result that has already been published by INEC. We have our authentic result. Until that is done, we are calling on all Nigerians not to sit at home. Stand up in your house. Resist this particular blue murder until Nigeria is being returned to the right path. Nigeria deserves going to resist this continuously. We are not going to stop until this particular election will be challenged through the democratic means with our level of agitation at the same time in the court of law. But as we do that, this particular congregation is happening around the 36th state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes. To count and demand that the election that took place on the 25th of February should be presented to the Nigerian people. We are saying too, we have proof that votes were being allocated to states. Do not be under any illusion. What you saw that we won election in Lagos was a fluke. What we won in Lagos was more than 500,000 people. We won above 900,000. And at the same time, the point was allocated for Kano so that cool your temper in Kano that election was won by Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. He won more than that in that particular state. The allocation was also done in Katsina, where they allocated the same amount to Atiku in order to cool the temper down. But the fact is that we are no fools. The election to themselves where they can have overriding influence. But today we have unplugged their plan. We are saying that we are going to resist this continuously. We are not going to stop until Peter Obi, who won this election, is being returned as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is our mandate, and we will continue to pressure that this particular election that is under sham, those who have mortgaged and murdered our election must be investigated. We are calling for full audit of the election result that has already been published by INEC. We have our authentic result. Until that is done, we are calling on all Nigerians not to sit at home. Stand up in your house. Resist this particular blue murder until Nigeria is being returned to the right path. Nigeria deserves.
Okay. All right. Ekene, you say make I play Kenneth Okonkwo video.
Mm.
Where he come? Now today he go AIT, I be which day? I mean
Not
na right.
today.
Na today
Okay.
Auntie B sure for morning.
on our
Auntie B,
right.
na AIT him go.
Na AI, so suppose say na AIT. AIT. Let me see. Can I find that video? Why is it showing me months ago here? What's up with
If you
that?
go Auntie B page for this morning.
To stop until Peter Obi,
Sorry.
who won this election,
Let me pick that
will
up.
return as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is
Sorry about that, guys. No, I can find it now. It should be on it should be on okay, let me see. Okay, all right, I'll play that. Okay, well, let me wait, they should have it now. It should be online. Oh, it's even from okay, I think I know where to get it. Just hold on one second for me, guys. Let me pull this up for you guys. Um, let me pull this up. Bum, bum, bum. I think it was earlier. Yep. So, oh, sorry.
Was Kenneth Okonkwo in PDP or APC?
He's obedient. That is
No,
Nollywood
was.
actor.
Yeah, was before he became obedient. What was his
Oh,
party?
APC.
Oh, okay. I thought it was PDP.
I didn't even know he was. He has a political party then, sir. I'd only known him as an actor.
Yeah. Living in bondage actor.
Yes, Andy Okeke.
Mm.
Before I respond, let's read the law first. It is the
Ted,
law.
please,
And
before
then
we
you
read the
know
law,
whether what I
please
say.
listen.
By now,
That nobody is a criminal. You have to take that back first before we continue. You have to take it back and
Now,
apologize before we continue.
First of all, Benga, wait. First of all, and I am talking now as a lawyer.
Oh.
When you catch somebody on doing a crime, by law, you
body a criminal. Is that
why
the
we
case?
have a big problem with our
Okay.
media in Nigeria.
All
This
right,
is why
before
we
I respond to
sign
what you're
with
saying, let
NUJ.
us read
Nigerian Union of Journalists
the law
is
first.
the biggest
I'm
problem.
going to
Then
read it. I'm
respond.
just cautioning you so that you don't travel that road again.
No, that is what I'm saying. Before I respond, let's read the law first. It is the
Ted,
law.
please,
And
before
then
we
you
read the
know
law,
whether what I
please
say.
listen to me. Listen to
Hold
me.
on.
You cannot lead
You
us to
know whether
trouble.
what I say
You are
is in
you are
line
trying to lead
with
us
the
on a
law.
path that is not right. Ted, please, first of all, take it back that nobody is a criminal. You have to take that back first before we continue. You have to take it back and
Now,
apologize before we continue.
First of all, Benga, wait. First of all, and I am talking now as a lawyer. When you catch somebody on doing a crime, by law, you have the right to say this person committed an offense.
Oh.
But the difference is that he will not be sent to jail or penalized except the court says so.
Oh.
I said, read the law.
Ken, I
If
insist
he
that you
committed the
cannot.
crime, I
Ken,
have the right to say he committed the crime.
Ken, insist that you are not a court of law and you cannot, you as Ken, a lawyer,
No,
pronounce somebody a criminal
he
on the live
crime?
program.
Read the law. Read the law. Read the law.
You
If the
can,
law.
you
If the law.
cannot,
From what because he did it openly.
you cannot pronounce somebody a criminal
read the law.
by
Read the
you
law. If
acting
you don't
alone
want to
as
read the law,
Ken,
then
an
there's nothing I
individual
can
and a
do.
lawyer.
Yes, you can't tell me to take back the law. Read the law.
I'm not asking you to take back the law. I'm asking you to take back your words calling the INEC chairman a criminal. Please take that back. You cannot pronounce him a criminal.
I said the INEC chairman that he offended section 60, subsection 4.5, and subsection 6 say if you offend such law, you have committed an offense. So what you do is read.
Is that your position now? Because that would be better. If that is your new position, that is better. But you outrightly pronounce him a criminal in the first instance, which was why I said
no. I said if he broke this law, he has become an internationally recognizable electoral fraudster. So what you would
that
do
is even worse. I don't think I want to continue with you along this line.
Why not? Why
I don't think I want to continue with you. If that is your position, I will not continue with you, please. I won't. Okay. We have another guest here in the studio. Please, let's continue with Barrister Ezeyokere. You cannot. You are a lawyer now. You should know what the law is. Oh, God. We can't proceed with you if you cannot take back what you said, and you are even using worse words, calling somebody internationally recognized fraudster. That's wrong.
Please.
Okay. I think
the law.
There's nothing in the Electoral Act which says Mahmoud Yakub is a criminal or an international fraudster. There's nothing in the law which says that. You are the one saying it.
See, they muted him and they removed
Can we take a break, please, so that we can get bearing right, please?
He is hitting the nail on the head. That is why.
Oh.
Professional journalism is another problem we have in Nigeria.
No, you can see the anchor is already compromised. That's very easy to see.
Yeah.
And you don't,
Yes,
and you can see also that he's not educated.
On their playlist, most of them are being paid to write what will suit the system.
If you breach all these things, you have committed an offense. So what I was just trying to do to say is that since we watched it, the whole Nigerians watched it, that INEC has committed an offense. And when you say INEC, in the presidential election, the returning officer in the presidential election is the INEC chairman. So because the law says the presiding officer or the returning officer, so in the issue of president is clear. So I was just saying that a breach of this prescribes that the person that has breached it has become, in the eyes of the law, a criminal, meaning he has committed an offense. So that was just what I was trying to say. Now, it is left for the court to punish the person, not me. But the first thing you do in criminal procedure is complaint. You must complain first. So you and I know without complaint. But this one happened in
Motherhood makes no sense.
They hand you this baby in the hospital and walk out of the room and you're like,
everybody's eyes. So because this is Nigeria we're fighting for. So what I'm saying is that the law has to be followed. And the law made provision. If you don't follow it, you have committed an offense. That is just what I'm saying.
Okay, now let's move ahead. What are the next steps for your party? Yesterday, we were also live here when we went over to the press conference that was jointly held by your party as well as the PDP. And not long after that, I think in within an hour, we saw the running mates to your presidential candidate and the running mates to the PDP presidential candidate also meet. This morning also, or just a few hours ago also, the running mates to Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, did speak. What can we make out of all of this? From the results, the Labour Party has scored 6,101,533. Those are the numbers of people that voted for the Labour Party in 11 states and FCT, according to the electoral body. What are the next steps right now that we're expecting from the Labour Party amid the potpourri of those press conferences which you held yesterday as well as today?
Well, first of all, you will agree with me that a new Nigeria has come.
And so let me first of all thank all obedience for proving that we are not a social media sensation. Even in the result that INEC officials released, because that is not the people's result. Like I said, that's the INEC officials' result. So even in the result they released, His Excellency Peter Obi won in Lagos State, one in the polling booth of the national chairman of APC, one in the polling booth of the DG of the APC, one in the polling booth of the spokesperson. Nobody got 25% in FCT, meaning they won the commercial nerve center and won the political capital. I wish they had given me the results of the people of Nigeria. I would have been the one celebrating, and they would have been the one wailing. But Nigeria is on a trajectory of a new Nigeria, because I am happy with our performance. I'm happy with the Nigerian people who gave us resounding victories, at least in these areas that I have shown, even by their own results. So the way forward is simple. Let them respectfully, because they still have 7 days now to review what they have done. Let them respectfully, in good hearts, review their own mistakes. If they want us to get our agents, let them see the original results and give us our results within 7 days. That's what the law says. The results we have is not in tandem with what they announced, and they did not confirm, verify with the beavers, the authenticity, correctness. Now, as days go by, we cannot make this demand because they would have doctored it. And it is not to give effect to the election. The election would have to be reheld. Because why? There was no announcement in the polling unit, which makes it void. There was no transmission from the polling unit. There was no uploading. So it makes the whole thing void. It is deemed in the eyes of the law that what you are collating is not what the people have done, because the law is clear. Announce, count, announce, transfer from the polling unit. That was not done. So there was no election. But I will be happy if they at least review their portal and proclaim us victorious. Then obedience will now go very well. So when they will reschedule the presidential election and vote massively again for Peter Obi. For now, there was no election because nobody has seen the result in the beavers. And the law is clear. Take your result from the beavers. If you want to collate subject to what is in beavers. If you want to announce subject to what is in beavers. If there is any dispute, reconcile it with what is in the beavers. And what is in the beavers prevails. There is no result in the beavers accredited anything until Mahmoud announced the results. So there was no election. So I am happy that from the doctored, have you asked yourself why within 48 hours of an election, 48 hours, where Professor Mahmoud told us that we will get the result right on time, the same day, by his own words. But within 48 hours, it was only Ekiti, disputable result, that Mahmoud was able to announce to the whole world. 48 hours. No beavers, anything. You must have seen in that Ekiti result, where February 20th was the date they said the updated result register. And then it was on the 25th.
Mr. Okonkwo, if I need to come in there, I need to cut you short there with what you just said, because I heard the INEC chairman on that same day where he did speak about this Ekiti issue, and he refaulted that. So I would say that is not true, because the INEC chairman did speak about the same issue of the date February 20 that was on that. He did address this issue right now. But let me halt you a bit and come back.
Yeah.
Let me halt you and come back.
Yes, what
Okay.
what I said is that you must have heard. Sorry, INEC chairman can only
I'm sorry, I have a question. Kene, you said Babino now for real. You say it dey Arise News today. Now they find since I not see am.
No, na AIT I say in there.
Oh, now
Na AIT.
Kene tell me say it dey Arise, it come Arise News.
No, na AIT.
Now another person I tell you Arise. Me, I tell you AIT.
I prefer those Arise journalists. I'm telling you, they are not biased.
Arise is more independent.
Yes, and professional.
Yeah.
You know, AIT also at a point was moving in that direction, but they were threatened from the presidency.
Because of Doc
Yes.
Percy, Doc Percy indulged into politics, so that was what happened. You know, Doc Percy owns AIT, so he became a politician. So it was bought over by. It had more political interest and bias. So that was what happened with AIT.
Okay.
Yeah. So now Arise is like the best.
Yeah, seriously.
Before Nigerians by referring to the divas. He cannot come to orally tell us. That's the law. If anybody is disputing what he put out, he can't come to orally address anything. He should just tell us where it was uploaded. That this was announced that same day. This was transferred that same day, not on the 20th. And until he does that, and he can no longer do it, because they say from the polling unit, I have the right to say or to allege that it was on the 20th. Let him clarify me. With the Beavers, what is the record in the Beavers?
Okay.
He has not done it.
Okay, let's come back to our guest. Let's come back to our guest here in the studio. I will come back to you.
Okay, that's about it. So the Arise News one, it looks like they haven't cut it yet. So it's like in the long, you know how they have their long lives that goes on and on and on. So that's where that one is. So we're not gonna bother with that today, I guess, until they cut it. Maybe when next we meet, I'll show that. But I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I'm pumped because because we're all it feels like everybody is in unison, like we're all united somehow in our spaces because we are all focusing on getting this one thing. So it makes it a lot easier, right? Even though yes, there's a lot of pressure that comes from that, but it makes the fight even easier and sweeter. You know, the fact that everybody seems to be aware, you don't need to convince anybody, you don't need to talk with everything. So I'm very excited about what's happening. I'm glad that I'm fighting for this because it's a good thing, because if our country good, everybody will go back home.
I'm telling you.
And the first thing I'll go chop are roasted yam, oil, pepper, and onions. Now go first eat. Then I will come balance am with mango under the tree, fresh.
Yeah, you guys are missing.
Yeah, this man there on silent. This man not the hear you and they talk.
Who be that?
The man will wake up.
I said I go pepper soup. I will go chop for Niger.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but my issue here with the court, like I practiced law in Nigeria before moving over to the United States.
Okay.
So and I did some I was in a case with a politician. We were only a politician case. Actually, I left that case, but I had to come to the United States for my master's. And the issue, one of the dealings we always have to go through with court is when it comes to the presentation of evidences and the law, and then you have to do with a lot of lacunas. A lacuna means a space, like when there's no interpretation of a particular law. Yeah, then there's different types of interpretation. So my only prayer, being a lawyer in Nigeria, and being a lawyer that also handled a political case, I did handle my my boss handled, and I was with him in those cases. I saw a lot. That was because I practiced in Delta State. That was this. There was this as House of Rep case we had. The man clearly won the election, but we lost the case because the other people had the upper hand. They were able to bribe the judge and everything. But most of the things we faced were, some of our evidences were not inadmissible. But then there was nothing like so much social media as it is now. That was just like 2010. It was not as there was not so much social media now. So, but it's been a while I practiced law. I looked into Nigerian law. I think I'm more focused here in American law, and I don't know how updated. There was a lawyer that was in this program yesterday. I would have loved to ask her how updated the evidence act, those evidences law is now in Nigeria with the admission, with recent admission, especially with cases of social media, and things, because there are new, like even in the United States, in most states, sometimes the law is kind of laid back when it comes to intellectual property, when it comes to things like this. The law, so it's always a scrupper, but the American will always find a way through, to admit these things. No, but when it comes to Nigeria case, then you have to deal with the law, the admissibility of the facts, the law that back the facts, then the admissibility of that fact, especially if there is no proper interpretation. Because if I've been listening to the Electoral Act, and when I heard I've not read it, but but people have talked so much about it. From what I can deduce from what I heard, I noticed there are a lot of places that there are some kind of glitches in that act that will prove difficult. That will be a little bit difficult for lawyers. Not like difficult, it's easy, but for technicality purpose, it can be maneuvered. So that is my another fear. Be a lawyer, because I've seen these things before. These lawyers can leverage on those leeches, on those technicalities, and and throw away evidences. But so my own is, and another challenge too we have also in our Nigeria court system is a lot of our judges are inept when it comes to today's society, what is happening with social media. They are kind of backward. Unlike they're kind of backward. They don't understand social media. They don't understand the old things that is happening, which is, and it's sometimes it's I don't know if the government does it on purpose to just leave this for these people to be like that, so that's my own
You should know Nigeria now. Like Nigeria. Even when we were in school, you discover that the textbooks or handouts we were being given, you discover that your senior colleagues, the colleagues you didn't even meet when you joined the school, like 10, 16 years back, they were still handing you guys
nothing
the same paper.
updated.
Yes, they are not doing research. They are not trying
They
to,
don't grow.
Yes, and it affects virtually every segment of education system in Nigeria. So I think the same thing is also applying in that line you are talking about.
Yeah. Unlike here, the books I use, there's always like new edition every year. If like here, like there's something called the blue book when you're writing cases here in the United States. The blue book changes every year, so you have to be paying money every year.
So you check before you buy used cars. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I'm talking this one is for law. When you want to write your cases in law school, like when you're preparing for a bar exam, the blue book I use for this year will be different from the blue book for laws for lawyers. It tells you how to write your cases, where to put the year, and it changes. They will just change one little thing every year so that you keep it, just to make people, it's just to ensure that people are always refreshing their brain. You have to take courses every year. You have to do so number of hours every year. If not, you lose your license, you lose your certificate. We don't have such things in Nigeria for our judges. So they are not. So sometimes sometimes they're even interpreting. You have to teach a judge in Nigeria. When I was in court, sometimes as a young lawyer at that time, I will have to tell my judge the meaning of something. Because it's not like they are very intelligent, and they have bulky cases a lot. Huh?
So they just wear that big wig. They update themselves.
The system has made them.
Meanwhile, we have a younger legal luminary that is updating them. I wanted to put. I'm very proud of you, for real.
I'm telling you,
Is
they're supposed to
is
do Ankara. We are use Ankara so cap for head.
see, sorry, hello.
Yeah,
In a developed society like where some of you are, they don't allow you become complacent. They always put you on your toes.
Yes,
Nigeria,
a lot.
Nigeria society, it has made everybody very comfortable, so that even when you are suffering, you don't even know that you are suffering.
Exactly.
And is the danger of is the worst thing that could happen to any human being is to be in a very depressing situation, that you are going through some certain things in life, you are not even aware of it, which means you are not even conscious of living. So that is the situation the system of Nigeria has placed so many of us, so that they condition you in such a way that you don't even know that there is a life outside where you are. And it's very much unfortunate. So that once they graduate from school, they have gone to law school, they have been called to bar, they think that they have gotten to the apex of their career. So there is no room for further research, further examination and re-examination.
They don't take exams. They don't do all these things. Every year they write exam for year.
Just to keep yourself. Because do you know why? Like you say that if you don't read those things, you will lose your license. So they put you on your toes, so that there is a room. You always know that there is a room for improvement.
Yeah, always. Always. Even as little as simple thing as CPRO. Like CPRO, you have to be updating your CP. I mean, those of you that are nurses, little as such things. You know how to do the thing, though. But if you don't update the license, if your license is not updated and you perform CPRO and anything happens to that person, you'll be held liable. That's how. That is how, and that is why I love the culture of America. There's value for proficiency. There's value for being good. There's value for being an expert.
So now I understand why. Sorry, I'm cutting you, for real.
No
now I'm
worries,
understanding why the legal fees are very high, because every year they update.
Yes.
Yes, it's very expensive to be a lawyer in America.
Very, very expensive.
Very expensive. The law in America is something else. The one, like, I live in Orange County. The law in Orange County is different from LA County.
California. Orange County.
And then you cannot use your license in practice in New York. You have to take the license.
Exactly.
Different states.
Different states. No, but there are a few occasions, like if you have license in California, you can practice in some other states, though, because California law, California and New York bar, they are the most difficult bar exams.
Exactly.
It's the most difficult bar.
Okay.
It's not easy.
If you have New York, you can practice in New Jersey.
Yes.
If you have any of the law license, you can practice federal laws like immigration, bankruptcy. Those are what you're limited to, a section of that, because immigration, unless they've changed it now, immigration and bankruptcy laws are federal. So you can
they're federal.
And taxation as well. So you can do them in any, but you have to get yourself acquainted with the tax codes in each state, so you can, up your your game or something like that.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
you know,
okay.
my people, when we dey wrap them up now, I think we have consoled each other enough for today.
Yeah.
What do you think? I was trying to look for that Arise News video so I could play it for you guys. But you know what? I like this our VP's clip on that I see on Twitter. I don't know. I just something up the guy, the way he talks, the
Yeah.
conviction in the way he speaks, it really it
Confidence.
resonates. Yes, the confidence. So let me play that so that we can see that, and then maybe we'll start winding down.
Yeah. Now that thing I listened to when I wake up this morning.
Oh my God. I really these things I bet anybody before may everybody go they download.
He is better than one could ever imagine. He is cheerful, he is hearty, he is healthy, he is strong, and what is more, he and I are even believing more and more
Oh.
and the Nigerian people. Here we are. Our movement is less than 8 months old, and we
Oh.
won elections in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where they've had
Oh.
an 8-year concurrent government. As far as we're concerned, we won this. They
Oh.
refused to upload results. They refused to refer to IREV just for them to defeat us. It took a serving government,
Oh.
illegality and constitutional breach to defeat Peter Obi and my humble self. I tell you, we're winners.
Oh. Yes.
Nigerian people are
Oh.
winners.
Oh.
Nigerian people are winners. And Nigerian nation is waiting for a day that Peter Obi and myself will, through the rigors of illegality and unconstitutionality, get to power somehow one day.
Okay, I wanted to. There was disagreement. Finally, the Senate President transmission that what they passed was not
I think
exactly
it's playing again.
transmitted.
So
Huh?
basically, I like there's a conviction about him that I really appreciate. You know, and he and what's it
Kenneth.
called?
Principal.
Principal. The way they just match, the way they're trained,
Yes.
the way
Yes. You just spoke my mind.
it's aligned. It's just one
Mm.
with. I'm like, wow. Hey,
Mm.
it be like say it's
Like
a match made in heaven.
he's like as if he's passionate about, not
Yeah,
as if he's actually passionate about what he's doing, just like our principal, and as if they do, as in they were just happy seeing each other and being in the same struggle with each other.
exactly. There's a video. Let me play this video. I think it's referring to the youth. So that everybody can hear. Make we dey take the ginger ourselves. We need all the gingering, no.
Yes, so
Seriously.
Is not too much. We just want to live like human beings. We want to love. We want to be. We want to have our country back for the sake of humanity. There is nothing to change whose time has come. This is a peaceful movement of God in Nigeria, irrespective of our tribes and religion. Please do not be discouraged. The wine is getting sweeter every day. So I want to assure you that the new Nigeria is here, and darkness must give way to light. If you speak your mind, please share with other citizens. Let's have this united common force. So help us God. Amen. Thank you for listening. And we shall seek your views and approval as our fellow.
This is fantastic.
So we watched. So my dad sent us the full clip today of this guy.
Oh really?
Yeah, he did on WhatsApp. So we did our live show this evening, and then we played like the clip during the live show. Yeah, like his
Okay.
words are so good.
Oh my God! Can you send it to me so I can play it? How long is the whole video?
I don't even know. It's like, I don't know, there's like 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know. Okay, let
Who
me go
is
and
the
check.
guy?
He's
I thought
I
part
don't
of the
know.
BDM movement.
Yeah, it's part of your video media. I've never seen
Okay.
this. Not familiar. There's some of some of these obedience, their faces are very familiar, you know. Oh, thank you very much, V2 Nana. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Dara Music. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. If you, I mean, I don't know if you can send it to me so I can play because I think we need
Let
to
me
hear
try.
it for so people can hear and know that we're all in this together, and so we can stay focused because we're winning this. So this one we dey take back with our property. Hey, our property when they look at this. This is beautiful. Let me see. I like the frame, the colors. Hey, see what these people do. Oh my God. Twitter no get chill. They put Yusufu, Aisha, Yusufu, Dino Melaye, and another small girl for picture as mama, papa, pikin. Let me show you guys. This is hilarious. Look at this.
What is Dino Melaye doing there now?
I don't know.
Hey, Omoyela says she'll try and send it to you on Instagram.
Okay. Much better. Okay. Let me know. Okay, let me see. She probably sent it. Okay, no, she hasn't. So I'll just wait for it. So I can play it so we can all see it together. Together. Okay. I thought that was funny. Hell, see our principal be back.
Oh.
How many people know they give people their back again? People go to emulate our principal.
The man with swag,
Seriously,
man.
I'm telling you.
They're going to emulate them. They're going to say, no, our principal does not carry bag. Why should I carry bag? Yeah, I think what's his name? Kenneth Okonkwo. He decided doing that after he joined Labour Party.
Oh.
Instead they carrying bag now.
He is his own man. Seriously, he doesn't imitate anybody. He's not jealous of anybody. He has his own life. Yes.
Simple one. They call this kind of people Walmart kind of millionaire. That's those guys that come to Walmart to just buy things and you think and they are filthy rich, but they look so simple. Mr. Peter Obi is the definition of humility. There's no
Yes,
iota of
seriously.
pride.
Did you see his video where somebody was asking him his house? He was actually the one in the kitchen, whether making his food, preparing coffee for the very guy that was interviewing him and himself. So when he finished, he just brought it to the sitting room. Then he had the one he wrapped that he said he doesn't like eating food outside, that he was going to eat it when he was hungry. So he now packaged it somewhere and now handed the guy over his coffee, and the man was just looking at him.
You see?
I think it's
I'm
in
telling
the
you.
media you're talking about.
Okay.
It was in his BQ. It was in his BQ 2-bedroom where they were interviewing him, right?
Yeah, he even showed the very man his either sitting room or inner room. Yes, I think living room. Yes.
That's how American leaders are now. Look at the leaders in
Yes.
UK. They enter train, they go work.
Imagine.
Common counselor for Nigeria, they get siren, they get siren police escort.
You go get medical
my
team join now. If they go just to go and buy bread outside, go carry cover.
Okay, for real. Ask this. Somebody has a question. Please, can someone tell me what the law says about the FCT votes? Do you know anything about that?
Oh, according to what I heard yesterday. Oh, you want to answer it, sir?
I didn't get the question.
Can somebody tell me about what the law says about the FCT vote?
Sorry, let me say something about that. This I can't really. I'm using phone, so I barely see your your picture. So, but this my sister that we were talking about law and American law and Nigerian law. There's something she said there. She said that um, uh, you know, there's something she said about leaving room for making law to be maneuverable. Okay, so what the law says in FCT concerning somebody emerging as a president, the eligibility of somebody being able to be declared a president after election. That's the question, bar.
Yeah.
So what he says is that after winning 25% of 24 states of Nigeria, then the person should win FCT, because the law says including FCT. Is a plus including FCT. So
Yeah,
if
but
anybody,
the law specifically said 25% of FCT, like at least 25% of FCT.
he didn't mention that. The way he puts it, without paraphrasing it, is this: he say for a candidate to be declared a winner of election in Nigeria into the post of presidency, that candidate must be able to have won 25% of 24 states in Nigeria, plus including FCT. That's the way he put it. Yes.
Yeah, you see the confusion there.
The lacuna
You
you
see
were
the
talking
grammatical
about.
confusion. Yeah.
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
according to different interpretations now, like FCT is not a little bit disregarded because FCT is not seen as a state.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's number one. Number two, and if you've won a lot of other states, it covers up for the inefficiency of you winning FCT state.
But
So
you see,
there can be a kind of a legal argument there, but
yes.
I don't think that does not hold so much water. If you've won so much in other states, I don't think you losing FCT, it's enough ground for you not to have won the election if you are good in other states. But
but
you
do you know what?
see the issue with interpretation again.
Yes. This is not well interpreted. You understand? So now, but there is a grammar there. You say plus including FCT. So what do you understand? What can you make out of that?
Yeah, that simply says that FCT is not is when it means
It's not a
including
state.
it. Yeah, it's not a state.
Yes, so it should be
Yeah,
treated
because that
differently.
plus including FCT is it defines it kind of define that FCT is not a state.
Yes.
For you to include it, yeah, for you to say plus FCT, which is not seen as a state.
Okay, look at what if you look at the result of this presidential election, you see that APC they wrote that they won 12 states, PDP 12 states, but when it came to Obi, they say 11 states plus FCT. I don't know if you have seen where they wrote those results, but
No, I've not
they
really
have
seen it.
plus FCT. So FCT should be treated differently. It means by interpretation that if they really want to do the legal work, legal interpretation of that, it means that anybody who has won, even if you have won and satisfied the other side, like 24%, 24 states winning 25% of them, and you loses, or the person lose FCT, the person still has not fulfilled the mandate, the requirement to be able to be declared a winner of the election. That's how it's supposed to be. But look at, they did not even wait in their haste. They have even declared him a president without even satisfying that part of the legal requirement for
Yeah,
that post.
according to them, they according to them, before they said FCT is not a state, but according to them now, it has different interpretation. FCT is a state. So you understand.
Because
So you see
yes,
the confusion there. So everything goes down to the court now. It's now boils down to the interpretation of the judges and what they feel
yeah,
in relation
yes,
to the law and how.
Ye-
Yeah, so
yes, but they have left that confusion there for people. Could
Right.
have been stated clearly.
Okay. So I found the video. Thank you very much, Kene. I really appreciate. So Ephrata Catfish, Ephrata, please welcome. Oh, good to see you here. The SCT vote of 25% is subject to various translations. So lawyers have been talking about it up and down on TV. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's very confusing. That is the problem. That is one problem I have with Nigeria. It's not only
Nigerian
Nigerian
law.
law, even
Yeah.
American law. Yeah, it's always the interpretation of law is always a problem.
But if you listen
It's,
to
it's always
American,
a problem.
there is a program I usually follow. I used to follow it. Has been some time. They call it FBI files. I don't know if you know the program FBI files.
I don't know
Yeah,
about.
okay, yeah, I think I know
It-
that.
it-
Is it? Do you watch
No,
it in
no,
the?
no, no,
Is it
they
Court
just
TV?
they are just telling
I watch it
stories.
on YouTube. Huh?
Yeah, they just tell
That one.
stories.
Hello.
They tell stories about things that have been investigated, not like
Yes,
it's not.
yes,
It's just
yes.
stories.
It's an investigation. It's all about investigation and all that. So there is another one. That one is about knowing your right in America. I've forgotten the name of that program, but it's actually when you are confronted by FBI or CIA or police officer, and if you actually know your right, that is being conscious of your right. Okay, so you will see when he is breaking down the offense, you will see he will actually start by showing an incident, then we start interpreting. We say according to Florida, this and this and this, according to interpretation, we quote a case according to interpretation of this case, this versus the state. So you see that it's all about interpretation. It's all about interpretation. So the person that has the best argument of interpretation can win the case.
No,
Abi?
not really. The best thing, if you want to
Mm,
win your cases, although me, I'm into corporate law now, but
okay.
but yeah, but if you want, but we still do a lot of, I still do a lot of civil stuff. I still see a lot of civil things. If you want to
Mm,
win your case, your facts have to be right. You know,
mm, mm,
the number one thing is the facts, then
mm,
subject to the law, then before
mm,
you start bringing the legalities and interpretations and everything,
mm,
yeah, but the most important thing is the facts.
Okay.
It's just that
They should have written it in a Nigeria. I agree.
in short, I laughed when I read that comment. I just hold myself. I not laugh at. That was a very funny comment. In the Nigerian language, which of the Nigerian language, Yoruba or Pidgin English?
Which Yoruba? Using English.
It's actually not funny. It's true. You're right. Why didn't I write it in my own local dialect? Because I know how to speak my language very well. On top of it's so easy for me. All these ones
for one side.
25% for since election start, they never still find the answer. It is
Basic arithmetic.
okay, you understand? It makes sense.
do you know why? Do you know why? Because I don't think up till now that there has been any president that has not satisfied that aspect. I don't think the whole president that has ruled Nigeria, they've always won FCT and satisfy other requirement like the one of 24 states of over
Yes.
25%. They have.
Yeah.
They have always.
Yes,
So it's
that's
only
right.
a
It's
difference.
true. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not only that law. There are so many laws that leaves room for. That is why sometimes you see that somebody will bring the same case to court and we win. Another person will bring another case to court and we lose that case. It's even here in America. It's like that. Interpretation is always a big issue. You can argue and argue and argue on interpretation alone.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the answer. They purposely left it ambiguous and open-ended to leave room for.
So leave exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Roman is saying I will holla Pro Max. Okay,
Oh
so
my God.
right. Thank you so much, Ekeni.
Oh yeah, you know what I just noticed? Nigerian lawyers are very intelligent.
Two terms, many Nigerians
Oh.
hope a clean vote would open the way to a leader able to tackle insecurity, ease economic malaise and manage poverty in Africa's most populous country.
Can you hear?
Well, the Election Commission, INEC, has said the vote was free
Yeah, we
and
can.
fair.
Okay, I just want to start all over because I think.
Can you increase the volume?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Hold on a second. Okay.
You can increase it from the line.
I just did though. Now to the last now. Don't reach the end. Pata. Now they not increase the volume for that side.
Poverty in Africa's most
Okay,
populous country.
Indeed. Well, the Election Commission, INEC, has said the vote was free and fair, but the main opposition parties, the People's Democratic Party and Labour Party, have called for the results to be scrapped, alleging massive manipulation of tallies. And the Labour Party has announced that it will mount a legal challenge against Mr. Tinubu's victory. Many voters are furious that delays and alleged vote rigging have once again marred an election in the country.
The INEC promised us we would have an election that would be electronically transmitted. What would it cost the INEC to ensure that as we were voting at each polling unit, as they were recording the results were being sent, even if it had to be sent to 37 screens, for people to be watching it live on TV, one per state? What would it cost them to give us transparency? We did not get a free and fair election February 25th.
Go around the 36 states and FCT. There's no way anybody is celebrating. Why? Even the APC that claim they've won, they're not celebrating. Look at their faces. Go around. They know they did not win. The contract is simple. INEC promised Nigerians that the beavers was going to work. They switched it off when they saw that Peter Obi was leading.
We are witnessing the fact that the next government is going to be built on outright illegality. What INEC has accelerated itself to doing is to put itself in a trance to promote illegality and thereafter call for the courts to resolve the illegality that they have worked on. Nowhere in the world where there is respect for rule of law do people easily and hurriedly tell others with impunity, go to court, go and seek redress. The courts are final.
All election results must be transmitted at the polling unit level. And that is the basis, is those results from the over 176,000 units that we can use through the process of collation. So if you have not transmitted those results, it means that you have actually not conducted the election under the very law that we all applauded. So the right thing to do is for the INEC chairman to go forth and cancel the elections.
Well, that's the two vice presidential candidates from the main opposition parties, the PDP and the Labour Party, speaking yesterday. Well, since that time, the Labour Party has now come out to say that it will fight in any injustice perpetrated against Nigerians through all legal and peaceful means after INEC declared the APC candidate Bola Tinubu as the winner of that election. The vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Yusuf Ahmed Dati, says the election was conducted in violation of the agreed promised INEC rules and guidelines. And he's been speaking at a press conference earlier today where he said that the Labour Party was planning to mount a challenge against Mr. Tinubu's election victory.
It's evident the institutions of the state and leaders that were supposed to ensure the sanctity of the election, again, and as in the past, collaborated and colluded to subvert the will of the good people of Nigeria. Please be assured of our determination to fight the injustice that have been perpetrated on Nigerians through all legal and peaceful means. While painful, we implore you all to please remain peaceful and calm, as our fight and determination for a new Nigeria is just beginning. It doesn't matter how low the confidence it is in the judiciary, the law is the law. And what's even, look, there's a confidence we have in them, and there's the confidence we have in ourselves and in our case. These are two different things. The confidence we have in ourselves and in our case is that elections, so to say, were not held. Because from the polling units, the Electoral Act 2002 as amended provided the direct transmission of results. It is that direct transmission of results that says elections were held.
That's Yusuf Dati Baba. Ahmed, well, let's turn to the allegations being presented of fraud, lack of transparency, and violence. And for an assessment, we're joined now in the studio by the Nollywood star, lawyer, and spokesperson for the Labour Party's Presidential Campaign Council, Kenneth Okonkwo. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you very much, and thank you, viewer.
The Woto Master has arrived.
Thank you, my sister.
I think many people, including international observers, agree that there was some evidence of things like vote buying, violence, and some people being disenfranchised by the failure of the technology and by a measure of intimidation. But the question is, how widespread was it?
It is as widespread as the observers who made the comment. Respectfully, I want to tell you that all of them, not some, the EU, the ECOWAS, the AU, the CSOs, both in Nigeria and internationally, they came to one conclusion. According to Thabo Mbeki, say INEC destroyed the trust of Nigerian people in the process. In a democracy, the process is more important than the result. And the process of conducting an election is very clear. I participated in this election. You go to the polling booth, you are accredited by the beavers, you go vote. At the conclusion of the matter, the vote is counted, the vote is announced publicly, the vote is transferred through electronic transfer to the server. Two levels of authentication through transfer. The first is uploading to the IREF portal, which is snapping the hard copy of the manual result and uploading it, which INEC was doing even before the authorization of electronic transmission. INEC yearned and told Nigerian people, and Nigerian people fought to grant them electronic transmission of results. The only reason for the amendment of 2022 Electoral Act is electronic transmission of results, to remove the mischief of the manual collation centers, where Nigerians have unanimously agreed is the albatross for free and fair election. In Mahmoud's INEC, in 2023 presidential election, Mahmoud bypassed the process of transferring electronically the result of the presidential election intentionally and willfully in order to manipulate the election to pronounce Bola Tinubu the president-elect. Why did I use the word willfully and intentionally? Anybody telling you there was a glitch in Beavers is the first liar of this election. There were 3 elections conducted on the same day. No Beavers, I repeat, no Beavers malfunctioned. We were accredited by Beavers, it did not malfunction. We were counted, announced. They transmitted the result of the senatorial election. Beavers was beautiful. They did it with the House of Representatives. Beavers was on top of the game. Then in the presidential election, they are telling their own fools, not us, that beavers suddenly started malfunctioning. No, it did not malfunction. There was a deliberate attempt to make sure that the presidential election is not transmitted so that they will resort illegally and criminally by the law. Section 60, subsection 4 of the Electoral Act made it clear. Count and announce the result in the polling unit. Transmit and transfer in the polling unit. Subsection 5. So the polling unit independence in the conduct of our election is sacrosanct. And anything beyond that is not only illegal, but criminal. Subsection 6 very clear. Anybody that contravenes this procedure has become a criminal and should be sentenced to jail. He will either pay a fine of 500,000 naira or go to jail for at least 6 months. So all the INEC officials that committed crime in front of Nigerian people are now by law criminals. And again,
well, they haven't been found guilty yet.
No,
by a court of law.
Oh, the finding of guilty is to punish. I give you an example. In law, if somebody has a land and you know your own land, somebody is building on it, and you don't scream and you keep quiet to finish, when he finishes, that land belongs to him. So when somebody is stealing from you, even in the local parlance, you have to shout, thief, thief, so that people will help you to apprehend them. In the local palace, you have to shout, ole, ole. If you don't do it, you may just be found guilty of contributory negligence. So the issue here is not that the court is for them to be punished. The first act in criminal proceeding is complaint.
Yeah, but the act has to, the court has to find them guilty before it punishes.
The act has not finished.
Yeah.
In 64, subsection 4, the act says you cannot collect, you cannot collect or announce results until you confirm and verify the results with the result already transmitted and transferred, recorded in the beavers, the accredited voters, and in number of votes in the beavers. Section 64, subsection 4, subsection 5. And in subsection 6, it says if there is a dispute, in other words, somebody says, look at what I have is different from what is in the beavers. He said you would have to stop, compare with the result in the beavers. And if there is contradiction, the one in the beavers prevails. INEC chairman is the chief returning officer in the issue of presidency. There was no beavers at all throughout. And he went on to collect and announce, making it a criminal offense. Again, according to subsection 64.
All right, you've laid out the law and you understand the process, but some will even say, going by your analogy of shouting thief, thief, thief.
Yes.
You could incite people to
jungle
justice.
English. You say, ole, ole.
Yes.
Oshio, oshio.
Okay. You could incite people to jungle justice if you do that. Some may say that. And that's what the governing party is saying, that there is a proper channel, which is the courts. Yeah. You seem to have all the evidence. You understand the law and what has been done here. Why are you so afraid of going to the courts? Because that's what the governing party is saying, that you're afraid to go to the courts.
Well, in
Why?
fairness, actually, the Labour Party has come out today to say that they are going to
mount a legal challenge.
They're going to, although they haven't. But they said they're going to.
But before you talk about healing, when there is a disease, you have to analyze the pathology. The pathology of this case is that there was a rigging. If there was no reasonable suspicion that there was no election at all, as a matter of fact, in the eyes of the law, there was no election at all. As long as there's no transmission from the polling unit. And look at, I know, this country, the level of impunity is really very insulting. You know what they're telling us? They will soon finish uploading the results. And they have
after the fact
140,000.
Out of 176,000 plus.
But after collecting and announcing, which is a criminal offense, as a matter of fact, they are admitting to Nigerian people to the crime. Now, what are we saying? What I'm telling you is that if you don't cry thief, 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 then what are you going to court to do? And I told you that the first act in criminal procedure is complaint.
But you did
Okay,
have.
who am I inciting? Okay, let me ask you, Adesanya? Adesua Beni. So, if somebody wants to steal your goods in your house, you say no, allow him to steal it.
First, I don't have a goat. But Mr.
No, I'm saying, what do you do?
I don't have a
So
goat.
what do you do?
Okay, but
you shout, thief, 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 for people to come and help you.
Great. Okay,
secure your goats.
Let's go back to the polling unit because we've been hearing from all sides, in this matter.
Yes.
At every polling unit, as you have stated, there are levels to the process. Right. At the polling unit, you had agents. Yes. They signed on to these results. They watched them being uploaded, or maybe not. At the world level, they did the same. It got to the state and got to the national, and then we hear opposition raising the alarm. What happened at those levels, the polling unit to the state level? What happened there?
Good. If you are following my Twitter, I raised alarm on the Saturday by midnight. I went there, and I'm a leader of my people, where we annihilated APC and PDP in Enugu State. In my polling unit, we have about 1,000 persons, and we got about 900 and something votes. What I am saying is that almost by midnight, because I instructed the polling unit agents that they must remain there, that if the result is not transmitted from there, is of no effect. They remained, and then reported to me, sir, the Senate is going, the House of Rep is going, the presidential is not going. I don't need any other person to tell me. That's a willful manipulation of beavers. Because when you have 3 elections, one cannot go, 2 go, and the third one did not go.
Yeah, that certainly
I raised alarm.
Raises questions.
Good. And I even raised alarm before the election on Professor Mahmood on Channels Television Thursday. I said he's a suspect, and I have my doubts. Because if a wreck openly told you that certain tribe, that they are migrants in Lagos, and you saw evidence that all the PVCs that we are not shared, we are sharing the same name, and a wreck is defending it. If you are the chief returning officer, you don't remove that wreck, then with profound respect, you're complicit. And we saw what happened. I said it, that Lagos election is going to come this way. We led in Lagos election by more than 900 and something thousand votes. Don't take my words for it. Take the words of a PDP person in Lagos. That Labour led with this amount by their own agent's record. You know what? P2B won in the political capital of Nigeria, telling you that people that are near the administrative headquarters have acknowledged that he is the best administrator. He won in the commercial nerve center of Lagos, telling you that businessmen, elite businessmen and ordinary traders have recognized that he is the best commercially inclined administrator we should have. He won in national chairman of APC's polling unit. He won in the polling unit of the director general of APC. He won everywhere in Nigeria, north, south, east, west. He's the only person that got 25% of the votes in all the geopolitical zones. Only person. And nobody had more states than him. Do you want him to kill these people politically before you give him his mandate?
Well, let me take you up on that question of Lagos, for instance, because Lagos obviously is the state with the largest number of registered voters and the largest number of people who collected their PVCs. So the expectation was that you would have upwards of at least 5 million voters, but they got barely 1.4 million.
Yes.
In your assessment, all that youth energy has been either maliciously or apathetically dissipated?
Good. There's no apathetically. It was maliciously destroyed. The votes and some of them were open. All the places, as a matter of fact, they were warned by the one Bale of Ibarra. The tape was out there. He said, we've received directive from the top. And Bola Tinubu made the directive openly. He said it openly to his followers. Power is not served a la carte. You have to fight for it at all costs. You have to grab it at all costs. You have to snatch it at all costs. And you have to run away with it at all costs. And this was exactly what happened in Lagos State. And the Baale of Ibarra, or whatever, confessed that they received the directive to do that. And they warned everybody that if you don't do that, we will destroy you. It's there in the open. And that was what happened in Lagos. The one that hurts me is that women were not even spared of this. You saw this picture of a woman whose eye was nearly blinded. I don't know the savages that we have. What I do to women, I hold them, I cherish them, I love them, and I make LOVE to them. Forgive me. But I don't understand.
That rather takes the conversation in a different direction.
I don't understand that you will get a woman whose only problem is that she came to exercise her franchise that you told her is safe and secure, and you brutalized her. Those people are not human beings, they are savages.
Okay. Would you say what happened in Lagos played out across the country?
So do you guys want to continue to listen to the video? Obina, you're asking how long. We don't have much long left to go, but if you guys want me to stop it, I'm happy to stop it. I just thought for people who haven't seen it,
It's not my decision. If it will not take time again, fine. But if it will still take up to 5 minutes, probably I will just go to bed.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys. Well, it's almost done actually. So
let's finish it. Yeah.
It's almost done. So.
Because even the international observers, which you started your opening speech with, did say that this election was largely peaceful, even though there were some other complaints. And just to piggyback on Charles's question, because I'm looking at the voter turnout numbers, 29%, even for a country that has witnessed low voter turnout, that was extremely low.
Good.
29%. So would you say what happened in Lagos played out across the country?
Good. It is because a lot of manipulations went in the registration in the first place that gave you a number that is bloated. Thank God for even beavers.
What numbers are manipulated now? The registration, the collection, or the vote itself?
Did you not see a 4-year-old boy who brought out the PVC? He's there in the open. So because they know that eyes are watching them, many of such did not come out. That's what I'm saying, the manipulation. And maybe a lot of the cattle that they gave names, that they registered, most of them did not come out. Remember that some immigrants from Niger Republic and Chad were openly arrested in Kanu. It's there. It was broadcasted. So when they know that the government is serious, those ones will not come. So when you purge the system already from those illegalities, it has reduced. Then secondly, in voting properly, you know that people have been threatened. They went to Southeast and told them they must sit at home, they will not vote. Of course, it was discarded. Then they went to Lagos and openly told them, if you're not coming out to vote APC, don't come out. And even on election day, they carried out the threats. So those ones that, some of them that had come and heard it, some of them ran back. Then again, after the voting, remember, they have not shown you the list of accredited voters by the beavers, because they willfully destroyed a lot of the votes of the opposition. They will now have to bring down the number of accredited voters, because one vote becomes overvoting. That's why you've not seen all those recorded voters. Can you see, I'm sorry to say this, the silliness of this? After collating and announcing against the law, they will now take the collated result and announce it and carry their beavers and go home and start inputting it, not in putting in it, in their government houses. After doing that, and they are releasing it at their leisure to tell you the level of impunity. After doing that, they will not tell you, we have inputted 140,000.
But INEC said he had a glitch. Can you prove that they were uploading these results from their government houses?
Very, very, I know what it was just called res ipsa loquito. Not even any objective, not even any oral evidence can contradict objective reality. What glitch did you witness in the senatorial seat? Have you seen any one person complaining about that?
No.
What glitch did you witness in the House of Rep? This is the same machine that is organizing the three. One machine, not two.
Is it possible that?
Yes. So
like
it is
your party.
Impossible.
No, but let me ask you.
And let me tell you.
I'm not playing the devil's advocate. But I want to ask you.
Let the devil's advocate. And you're meant to help me.
Based on this fact.
Good.
We did see political parties that didn't have candidates for the National Assembly elections, such as your party. So, in that wise, you would have less candidates and less results to upload. However, when it came to the presidential elections, you did have 18 political parties, which is more. Do you think that perhaps that's why we saw the glitch for the president?
Is it possible? Basically.
Is it possible? And INEC did say in that statement that they had not upgraded to a national election level from an off-season cycle. That's what INEC said.
After collecting 305 billion naira of borrowed money, which our generations are going to pay for, any INEC man that tells you that should be sitting in jail. What did he do with the money? INEC did a mock voting. These are all deceits. These are the reasons why such poor innocent lady went to vote. After doing the mock, they said, Nigerians, we are ready. Okay.
Sorry, Obina, if you want to go sleep, if you go sleep, let's say they struggle with sleep for them. If you want to go sleep, that's fine.
I don't even know say they see me. Okay.
It has become an emergency. You can't fulfill this law. The only choice you have is to postpone. Nothing else.
Right. So let's just be clear.
You cannot proceed in criminality. You can't.
Let's be clear on the
and
point.
Section 24 said it clearly.
Right. Let's be clear on what you're saying. Yes. The crux of your anger, and by that I mean that of your party and your supporters, and the allegations of rigging, is the fact that INEC failed to upload in real time the results from the various polling units into its server in order to prevent any manipulation, but instead went through the process of manual entry and reading of the results. And in your assessment, that increased the chances of manipulation and misrepresentation. But you don't actually have any evidence of that manipulation and misrepresentation.
I am telling you the evidence and you're reiterating it.
Well, I'm asking, we need to be very clear on the points you're making.
That 3 elections were held on the same day. You were not told there was any glitch until 24.
Yeah, but Adeshua made a very good point when she said that the number of people who were being uploaded and the number of political parties who were being uploaded for the presidential election could easily, possibly, not probably, but possibly, could have overwhelmed the system.
Good. INEC knew the number of voters. INEC knew their system. And the funny thing is that in the presidential election, you have only one constituency. Between the Senate and the House of Reps, you have about 469 constituencies. And in 469 constituencies, no glitch. He was going. That ought to crash more. Each constituency has its own 18 times 18 by 469. That ought to crash more. It did not crash. Nothing happened to it. In the presidency, one constituency. And they are telling you glitch. And they did not tell you the glitch before they started. And they said they tested. They did a mock examination.
Yeah, but with a limited...
They commenced. That's what I'm saying. That's
with a limited number of...
That's sample.
Yeah,
it's allowed. And it worked. And they already knew their capacity. It is not as something that on that day was when they realized the number of voters. They already knew. And then they did not tell us that there was a glitch.
Right.
Until, do you know that after 48 hours, there was only one state that was announced within 48 hours. No beavers, no accredited voters, no, as in transmission. You didn't tell us there was a glitch. It was when Nigerians started shouting. They said there was a glitch. Meanwhile, that there was a glitch is not an excuse. In law, when you want to defend yourself, general traverse is not a defense at all.
Right. Okay. Let me ask.
It has
you
to be
this.
specific.
Yeah.
It has to be mentioned.
Right.
In which polling unit was there a glitch?
Right.
Throughout Nigeria, not one polling unit sent any result electronically to their server. Throughout the whole Nigeria, not one polling unit. There was no election. I put it to them.
Okay, well, you've made that point and you've made it stridently. But what I need to ask you is this. If or when this ends up in court and gets into the process of being decided by the courts,
yes,
can you and Nigerians trust that it'll be a fair, independent process? Do you have faith in the judiciary when it comes to election suits?
Sadly, no. Sadly. And why am I saying that? Because they can give you Machina treatment. Bashiru Machina. Bashiru Machina, an innocent poor Muslim, trusting in his party, APC. Trusting the untrustable. He went for his primary, used his meager resources, contested. When he was contesting, Ahmed Lawan was contesting for the presidency. In front of everybody, Koro Koro. After that, APC said, Lawan is there.
Make una like I need 30 more likes. I don't they shout and since they shout. Let me say it in the local way we speak pidgin back home. They shout. Make una like make I talk am like my grandma for village. Make una like
Abeg, Omoye, Auntie Omoye, abeg, I just want to make a simple comment because no vex.
Okay, we don't almost finish this video. If you wait small, abeg.
I know if you wait because that man they talk like person Tony Bendy, Ejo.
Can you
video now, beg?
Don't talk like that about our Kenneth, Mr. Woto.
No, it's not him. It's not him I'm talking about. It is the one with the Queen's English.
Okay, I want
the one where get British American accent.
The man with the Queen's English, Tony Bendy. Can't you hear as he's speaking? It is about to express it in his mouth. It's as if he's holding it so when he come out, it's not go smell when.
The guy they talk with his nose.
Can you not
There's a
hear
glitch in his English. There's a glitch. You didn't notice it. There's a glitch.
So there are music saying that English.
You don't hear the man talk. He said when it happens, can you express it? It's as if one is about to drop. You know those small one. Those small one in Berber, those small children they shit. When they not chop bread.
Let's see if they eat. So just spoil person appetite.
You there is this kind of time. You're not supposed to be eating at this time of the day.
God bless you. Thank you, please. Please, except you are shopping in Kwabi. Except you are shopping in Kwabi at this time of the day, I can pardon you. But if you are not, listen to the man. As the man they talk, I am feeling like expressing myself in different places.
Hey, Joe. That's how the man they talk. When we finish the video, that's how the man they talk. Very funny.
He remain 15. Dara music. Koti wale. I'm waiting. Koti break. He has not break.
Auntie Omoye, you can stop the video if they don't want to give us the rest 15. What is that? Now, wait till they hold 15.
They will. The video.
Please pause the video. What is that?
Let's continue.
We are here drying all the spit inside our body and nobody is giving us likes.
All right, let's finish it up.
And when they went to court, Ahmed Lawan stopped at Court of Appeal and said he will not appeal. And their party, political party, went to appeal. And yet they gave order in favor of the Ahmed Lawan. Knowing that they cannot give order positively, they now relied on technicality. Meanwhile, justice, the present principle of law by the Supreme Court, is that you cannot terminate justice on the.
Are you guys
We can hear you, but you have to share the screen for us to see it. But we can hear.
You guys can hear it.
The video does stop.
Someone instead of originating someone. Meanwhile, in the
what did you do the video?
Okay. I didn't stop before. I wasn't saying it.
Okay, now.
The practice direction. They say you should use originating someone. Meaning, because they want to snatch it from him, even if you had used writ of someone, they said no. In the practice direction, you ought to use originating someone. But Machina said this is open robbery. And you know what? Unfortunately, I agree with him. So, whether I have my doubts, oh yes, because you can deliver judgment without delivering justice.
Incredible.
So what they are doing is delivering judgment, not delivering justice. So when I have my doubts, Boko,
okay,
plenty.
All right. Two quick things and very quickly.
Okay.
Can you define this relationship between Labour Party and PDP that we're beginning to see in the aftermath of this election? And secondly, the president-elect, Bola Tinubu, because he has been, he has been given certificate of return by INEC, identifying him as Nigeria's next president. He has given 2 speeches today. And in those 2 speeches, they were reconciliatory, most people would say, extending the olive branch, in fact, mentioning political parties that were in the race with him, including the Labour Party, when he said the obedient. Are you saying you're not going to be extending your hand to receive that olive branch because you've gone to court? Are you considering it as a party?
What I am saying is that let him give us our mandate. We will do a better reconciliatory speech and thank him very well for giving us our mandate, and God will bless him. That's what we want him to do. Saying whether I will accept, I didn't even listen to it. I said there was no election. How can I be approbating and reprobating?
What's the relationship between Labour Party and PDP? Very quickly.
There is no relationship.
Okay.
What you have when you in that coalition, you saw many agents there. Are they related? Because they are sitting together. No.
You have joint press.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That we had joint press conference because both of us are plaintiffs in this case. Does not mean we are relating.
Okay.
We have joint interests we want to address.
All right.
So there is no relationship.
Right. Kenneth, I want to thank you very much indeed. And before you go, let me make the point that we were supposed to have someone. We extended an invitation to the ruling APC party. They confirmed they were going to give us a guest. And then just 15 minutes before they were due to go on air, they said to us that the guest will no longer be available. So let's just be clear on that. Kenneth, I want to thank you very much indeed. And Kenneth Okonkwo is a Nollywood star, lawyer, and spokesperson for the Labour Party's Presidential Campaign Council. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, I just want to make one comment. I don't want anybody to address me by any title again in Nigeria. Nobody in Nigeria today is honorable enough to bear any title. Worst of it, if you call me chief, because it sounds like thief. So please, I don't want, no doctor,
Okay,
no nothing.
we'll keep that in mind.
You only add minister because to know that I'm a man, especially in this modern time when people don't
Okay,
know
let's
that
go. Thank you so much, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. We're going to quick break. I'll be right back with a special coverage of Nigeria's just concluded.
No problem.
I'm telling you,
I'm Mr. Peter Obi, Mr. Kenneth.
He talk am like say they make love to LOVE to women.
That's so curious. By the way, he came on the on Niger Watch show today, so I had the opportunity to talk to him to ask him questions. It was cool, guys. It was cool. I met Kenneth Okonkwo, the
Are you serious?
Oh, shake butter.
Oh, shake
And
back.
Fiomo, when they give you that ambassadorial position, please remember me in thy kingdom.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Because she's going to be ambassador to the which country I won't give her to the United Arab Emirates. I mean,
Yes, come.
Wait, West.
I beg.
You won't send and go Middle
UAE,
East.
I beg.
No. That yeah, the gold money.
God, I beg go.
I mean, you don't know, so now there Atiku go collect all in people research where when.
Please like the video. If you like the video, we'll give you virtual roasted yam.
Oh my god! This is
virtual roasted yam. Please include equally.
Very soon people gonna make love virtually.
And palm oil inside.
Very soon people gonna make love visually. This is where everything that they go visual. So
but in all seriousness, please, can I say something? This might be my last comment. In all seriousness, I like the way we are, taking this so lightheartedly, because it's such a serious situation that one should not, get lost in. Still keep the humor alive and still appreciate the intensity of what we're dealing with. But truth be told, I think they really underestimated what was coming to them. It's just like how Russia underestimated the Ukraine president. And he called him a puppet. He called him an entertainer that did not know anything, how to do anything. And 1 year later, the man is still waxing strong. So I think we should all gather and have it at the back of our minds that this is not going to be a sprint. This might not even be a marathon. This might be, those races where you swim, you run, you ride a bicycle, you just keep on going until we get there. And so I hope that this energy that we have now for this beginning will not end, because truth be told, Bat is not, he's not ready to throw in the towel. Exactly. And this is something he's been preparing since.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I said the energy you see is not gonna wane, because what's driving everybody on here, at least everyone that wants the good of Nigeria, is bigger than all of us. So there's no way the energy is waning. The eye is on the ball. The focus is there. Tired, yes. Might get tired every now and again. Occasionally, you get tired, but there's something bigger than every one of us that's pushing us further and further to the main objective. I just wanted to throw that in while you're making your comment.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you.
1 second, let her wrap up. Bibi, can you wrap up in like a minute so I can?
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I just wanted to say that, please, this energy as we gather here to give each other encouragement and to give each other a pat on the back and to smile over it and to cry over it. Let's keep it going, because we are going to need it for the long haul. That's all. Enjoy the rest of the evening, my family.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And we have the energy already for the long haul. Thank you very much, Bibi. I appreciate you. Thanks for the support. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Mr. Ugo
Yeah,
Will.
good evening, everyone. So I was watching Nigeria Watch today when they said you have corner. So I was wondering, so because during this election, I watch with my laptop, my TV, my phone, right? So I said, oh my is corner is live. I said, okay, let me join. Because so good evening, everyone. So I live I live in Canada, so it's like it's about almost 10 minutes to 10.
Okay.
Edmonton. So I wanted to pass a very important message to everyone, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you can get, I don't know if you can get in touch with people, Labour parties, people working on like trying to get evidence. I don't know if you can get, because I just discovered something today, and I think it's just, I don't know why those people are so mean. Like, it's just like the wickedness is just in broad daylight, right? I discovered something they are doing on the INEC website. So they're trying to upload the result of a presidential election on Lagos, on the Lagos polling unit. You know what they did? So they made up new ones, right? They did not, they only uploaded few ones that they mutilated. So they are making up new results. And guess what? The person making them is acting as agent as well to sign in for a lot of, they've been ignoring.
People caught that on Twitter.
It's already on Twitter. So go on Twitter. It's there. That's like already on Twitter.
Caught that and they've been
Oh
about
my
it.
God. That is so funny. And you know what they did? They avoided signing Lagos Labour Party's collab, but they were signing PDP a lot, right? So they are afraid of Labour Party. I was like, what the hell are they doing? This is crazy.
Right.
The evidence is just overwhelming. What are they thinking?
Yeah. Right. No, that's fine. It's all working for our good.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Yeah.
So it would be very good if the person, if they can start downloading them, they'll present them as an evidence too. Even I check Rivers, the same thing. I said, what the hell are they doing? I'm even tired of even looking at them again. I said,
Okay. Somebody says, somebody in the comment section says they'll send a number so you can send the discrepancy to the party. So there's a number. Afrata Catfish, are you giving the number here? Are you putting it out on the comment section, or do you want to?
I don't know. It's just crazy.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I want us to focus. We should try and galvanize people in Rivers, because I want Wike to be disgraced. I want that Labour Party woman to win. I just hope everybody will go out massively to vote for Labour Party, because I feel people are down a bit, and it will be, they need encouragement. People need to motivate them again to go out massively to vote again, right? Because people are really down. You know, I was even thinking I should have just bought a form to contest it, because some people won, like, even without no campaigning, they won. I said, what? So,
yeah, you can always try next time. That's fine.
No, people undermine Obi, right? The great Obi is carrying, and I can tell you one thing. At the end of the day, Obi's mandate is gonna be returned to him. I'm very sure of that. I think they picked a wrong battle, to be honest. I saw it like before. Now I knew it was going to play out like this, but I never knew they were going to. The real thing was just too obvious, right?
Yeah,
just obvious. Like even Plateau, I saw the result. It was about 1.2 when I saw it.
We know all of this. You're repeating everything we already know. We already are aware. Everything is on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, it's all over Twitter. So you already were aware of this. Yeah. So I'm going to be wrapping this up now. Ugo, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful time. I hope you can join me next time. So I am wrapping it up right now. So for you, let's have your final thoughts. Let's go.
Well, first of all, thank you, Omoye, for your resilience and consistency. It's very essential. It's one thing to start a thing, it's one thing to be consistent, and it's another thing to end it. And I must applaud you for starting and for being consistent, and for your ability to bring everyone together, and for we to lift up ourselves, because I was really down yesterday, but coming into this show, especially this one, has really lifted up my spirit. I'm smiling again. I'm talking. I'm making joke. Thank you. Like I said yesterday, I want to reaffirm and stick to the hope. Like I always say, if everything is lost, as long as you breathe, there's still hope, and that's what that idiom is what I'm standing on, and that is what I believe. And I believe that truth will always prevail. Persistency will always prevail. Vision will always outsmart short-term, short-term inspiration or aspirations. So Peter Obi is a man of a vision, and he has a long-term plan, so he will always prevail in time. So that's all I have to say. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for real. I really appreciate you coming by, and I thank you for your energy. You have such beautiful energy. I really want to appreciate you for that. Thank you for
Thank you.
always coming to support and adding your own 2 cents or however cents, millions to whatever it is that we're doing. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
All right, have a
And thank
great.
you. This is my worry sisters. Thank you.
Our legal luminary of the famous village.
Yeah, wait till there.
Wow.
Hey, Mama Echo, we dey go. We are wrapping up right now. We dey close. May I just give you 1 minute? May you dey talk. How now? How's everything with you? I hope you're good.
The thing is, there were some useless men.
Ah, Mama, what you dey talk? Now you dey talk to Abi na another
I
thing.
know.
What you dey talk?
So the way some useless men in Dr.
Mama, we know they use that language
Let me
here.
finish now.
Yeah, but you know we use the language now. They
Let me
affect
finish now. Just let me finish.
but that language they use that they take
No,
that.
you see what?
YouTube they cancel our videos.
Wait now.
They're very sensitive.
now,
So
wait.
that word, I beg.
Anything
Yeah.
when you walk on.
Yeah, but use
The
another.
youth are crying. Their hope is dashed. And some people go come internet space for Dr. Damages show. They talk rubbish. It breaks my heart. Why are we so inhuman? The thing be say, as these children work hard, the election was free and fair. And their candidate did not win. It do hurt me.
He won.
No, you are not understanding me.
Oh,
As the matter be, let's say these children work hard and their candidate not win, obviously.
Right.
Okay. But these children work hard. Their candidate win. They thief am publicly, not secretly. And some people they tell me say, let them not cry. Let them leave it. 2027 will be okay. Really? Which one of us that will work hard for something? You know, you pass. And then they take her. Which of us go take her? You know you work hard. Very well you work hard. And at the end of the day, for your eye, one Dundee, because hey, Papa rich, is a bit they bribe. They can't carry your result, give the person. Then you go call Waka come out. That is where I am angry from.
Right. You reached the verse, Mama.
When you go to Dr. Damage's show, throughout today and yesterday, they know my head and their head is backfire. Why are we? And at the end of the day, we will sit down and ask ourselves, how did we get here? Now, as we don't get here, be this. Maybe with the crisis, our judiciary is poor. This is how our judiciary get to where they are today. A situation we will see the truth and we'll call it black.
Mama Echo, I need to go now because I don't extend my minute. So I hear you, but we have to stay positive because we are in fight mode right now and we're staying focused. So I beg, the only thing I will just ask you, may you help us do, may you help us pray, may you lift us up in prayers, and for strength, continuous strength to move forward.
So what is the fight now?
The fight is we're getting our mandate back because it was stolen in broad
That
daylight.
is what I want to hear, not the rubbish they are talking.
We are fighting to get the mandate back, So yeah, everything is on social media. All the evidences are there, and they're gathering evidence. So we're here to encourage each other because a lot of people were disappointed on Saturday. So we arranged it so that
the thing is this: I want to hear we are fighting to get it, but not some people. If you go to Dr. Damage show at a point, I'm like, what is something wrong with you people?
Right.
Now big pikin finish. Now they make pikin not cry.
Yeah. I understand, Mama Echo, but
if we don't fight for this, do you think they won't do it again?
No, it not go happen again. We
No. What I'm saying
is I understand. If we don't fight now, they
will do it again.
Yeah. No, you're right, Mama. But I need to
how we fight. If at the end of the day we don't get it back, let me hear me well, oh, then you can pat your back, say yes, we did all we need to do.
Yeah,
but
so now
they're not to ask for their mandate back.
No, we did ask for them back. So, Mama, sorry. I bet maybe next time we do live.
No problem. Good night, my dear.
I will get chance to talk. Right now, I need to go. I don't tire.
All right, my dear.
Thank you so much, Mama. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So, my dear sisters, common sense sisters, take me home.
We're even already after Jesus Thursday. Oh my goodness! Sleep not go reach 5 hours. So
hey, but we have to keep our. We gave our word.
Amoya causes Amoya knock us. Amoya say, well, common sense sisters would go this night. So now trap us. So best not sleep.
But it's all love. It's all love. We cannot leave you hanging. It's all love. Thank you so much, Omoye. Yes, those of you whenever we don't already send the virtual
you don't say your finger go bend.
No, not the finger go bend.
No, it go bend.
We'll send the virtual Friday. So if you never see you never see the Friday, you are missing out. So smash the like button.
What does it profit a man or woman? Don't like us, doesn't like us.
Yeah, smash the like button, share it with your friends and your enemies. And then subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Let the corner be growing, let it be increasing so that we'll have a very big village.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Omoye, and thank you everyone. We hope you all stay positive and
when in doubt, look at his pictures. When in doubt, listen to his videos. When in doubt, go and read his tweets and his message to obedience. And your job as an obedient is to remain hopeful. You dare not give up. You dare not give up. If not, you shouldn't have been an obedient in the first place. Do not give up. This is just the beginning. We're going to recover our mandate back. Simple and short. Don't engage in people and their negativity. Don't engage with them. Your job is to keep positive and wait to listen to what Peter Obi has to say. Thank you.
Good night, and good night, everybody.
Good night,
my loves. I really appreciate you. Thank you for co-hosting with me and bringing all the fun and all the open, as they say.
You're welcome. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. So guys, that is it. I'm just running up. Brand new to food. You know it. Whether you like them or not, God will bless you. No. I dey see your hand. You really dey try for me. In fact, virtual hug from me to you. Virtual hug, brand new to food. I really appreciate you. Thank you for helping me in the comment section and all of that. I really, really, really appreciate you. You are, you be so cool. Hey, welcome, welcome, my sister. Bye, Ufoma, bye. It was so nice to see everyone. Sage, bye. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate that. Dara music. Dara music. You teach me one word today. You say that English. I can't stop laughing. That word is just cracking me up when I saw it. But thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate everyone. This was fun, guys. This was fun. Do you feel lighter? I feel lighter and I feel I'm more focused. I'm fired up from within, Vitus, I really want to appreciate you for the super chat. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Love you. And please don't forget to like on your way out. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Fab Stolly, thank you so much. everyone that was here. I can't name all the names, but you guys know yourself. I appreciate you all. I love you, and I'll see you guys on my next live. Aluta continua. Good night. Peter Obi Eagle Square. Yes, make sure you dream of Peter Obi in the Eagle Square being sworn. Absolutely. Now the dream that I will get tonight be that. Thank you. Oshe. Bye.